What up, cousins? And welcome back to She's a Hottie podcast, where we shoot and chat. When you had a long day, no time to play. Wanna kick back and relax and see what I gotta say. Go Ashley, yeah, she's a hottie. Yeah. You in the place to be. Peep the vibe with my guests as we talk and eat. Go Ashley, yeah, she's a hottie. Yeah. Now she's a hottie is the place where we voice our opinion and still feel safe. Ain't no fake tea, we push it right here. I'm just trying to be a millionaire. We gon' shoot, we gon' chat, we gon' learn. How about that? We gon' learn how to be wealthy, eating good and healthy with Ashley. Go. She's a hottie. All right. We back. So y'all, we got the crew and we dressing all black like the
All that.
Hey. Yeah, I wanted us to wear black because y'all, it represents professionalism in our field, you know. So we wanted to bring a different type of flavor with part 2.
Love it.
Cool.
Y'all ready to eat, ain't y'all?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we are.
Can you tell the people what we have so we can dig in, please?
All right, so today's meal was catered by Cooking Healthy with Ashley. That's me.
Love it.
Right.
So we have chili. It's mixed with ground turkey meat, chuck beef, and also bison meat. Do you all are y'all familiar with bison?
Never had it.
Sound like
Oh, yeah.
Break it down. Let them know what it is, Ash. Let them know.
Okay, so bison comes from the buffalo. It's actually like a high grade of meat, and it's very lean. It's leaner than turkey. It's leaner than chicken, but it tastes just like beef. So I love to cook with it when I'm trying to eat something that's more lean.
Okay.
All right, and we got some dark chili kidney beans, some black beans or whatever. So let's do a thumbnail so we can dig in. 1, 2, 3. Man, Bully, you don't need man, Bully, come on now. You gotta be happy like me. 1, 2, 3. Okay, boom. So y'all dig in, tell me what you think.
All right. Finally. CC Peniston.
Happened to me. That's like Angelica. All right.
Ooh.
Not ooh.
Yeah.
Listen, that got a different taste to it. Girl, what?
Ashley.
Girl. What you said it was again?
I said it was some bison, ground turkey, and chuck beef.
So I think I want to add some more to my bowl after this because I don't like ground turkey like that at all. I don't mess with ground turkey. I'm traumatized. Bad experience when I was a kid.
What
You
happened?
said, so my mom, one day I was in high school, 9th grade. She cooked dinner for us or whatever. So got to the house, you know, you hungry when you get back, when you get out of school. So she made a meatloaf. The meatloaf looked weird. So I asked her, what did she make the meatloaf with? So she was like, ground beef. But it looked very much a lighter skin. So ate the meatloaf and it was horrible. So we was pissed off. So I said, Mom, what did you use? You did not use ground beef. And she was like, I used turkey. And ever since then, I have not liked turkey ground. I eat turkey ham. But turkey ground beef, it's a no for me.
So you trying to say I cook better than your mom or something?
I'm saying,
I'm just playing.
No.
You know I love your mama.
That one of them commercials right there.
If you really want to do it, yes, Ashley.
And what did you do?
You do.
You know I love your
But my
mama.
mom can cook too, but you on a whole nother level, sis. Like, you a cook for real.
I'm just playing. But I'm so serious. But listen.
It's on
Get in trouble. Get in trouble.
No. But y'all, so last giveaway on the last show, I was offering to give away a $25 gift card to Sally's Beauty, you guys. And nobody.
Y'all
Right,
like
see
Sally's? What's up?
Y'all don't
What's
like
going on?
Sally's?
But
Like,
before
No
you get into
shampoo?
the Sally's though, sis, you forgot one thing.
oh, talk to me.
You forgot this luscious cornbread.
Hey.
Oh, because
Yeah.
you know I pinched a piece, baby.
You pinched a piece. I done ate a whole loaf already.
Y'all, so first of all, my girl, Angelica. over here to the right. Everybody reintroduce yourself.
Let's start there. I was looking at you like you gonna start.
Look, we're going from one moment to another.
You got, hey, myself, Dexter Wright the Barber, $1 Million Hands at Work. I love what I do, and I do what I love. I'm based out of First Class Cuts in Groton, Florida. Y'all check me out, baby.
Period.
All right, I'm Angelica once again here with my homegirl Ashley and my new friends. Everybody's here. I'm so glad to be here. I'm Glam Central Station, you know, so that's how y'all find me, Glam Central Station.
She made that cornbread.
I'm Bullet the Barber, and I'm a professional barber.
I'm Ashley from She's a Hottie Hair Salon. She's a Hottie podcast and Cooking Healthy with Ashley.
I am Nisha. Nisha did that by way of North Carolina. I am the owner of Poise Upscale Beauty Bar. I am the owner of Networth Besties. I am the owner of Flames Galore Candle Company. I am the owner of Fresh and Beautiful Cosmetics. I pretty much do it all, so
Period.
that's me.
Hello, you guys. My name is Makaj. I am a 10-year pro makeup artist. Look, I'm like friend down here. I love what I do and I do what I love.
Hello.
You can find me at _Makaj on Instagram and Micah She's Free Jackson on Facebook.
Love that. And so y'all, we done introduce ourselves. So my girl Angelica. First of all, I done known Angelica for a very, very long time. Like I said before, she taught me so much of the game early on. But my girl can cook. Okay. My girl used to be cooking all the time for us, like straight like that. She don't taste her food when she cooks. You're the only person I've ever met. Hat about to come off. Almost had a malfunction. But she's the only person I know that cooks and doesn't taste their food while they cook. And it come out bomb every time.
Dang.
So what's
She
your
a happy
secret?
cook. A happy cook.
What's your
Is
secret?
that what that's called?
Angelica, what's your secret, baby? I'm speechless right now. I'm speechless.
What's so funny is I don't like tasting my food when I cook. So I be having to get like because I don't like nasty stuff. So I be having like the kids try it, but I'm getting to the point now where they don't really be knowing, and I really want to do it right. So I be like, freak. I need this or I need that. So I feel you on that part.
I mean, I'm speechless. I just feel like when I cook, it's time to do something special for somebody. And so it's well thought out. It's well thought out. Okay.
That's a good
And I really think that it matters how you approach the mood of your food. You know, if you took the time to buy good ingredients, you should put them together well. Like, think about it.
I'm telling you.
So even if you do got to slap something together, slap it together with your mind on peace and, you know, who's going to enjoy your food after you cook it.
Oh
So
my gosh, thank you,
that's what I
sis, because
think.
I'm about to start cooking.
You know what? Did she inspire you?
I'm about to start back cooking. I was cooking before and I stopped cooking, but my family requested that I start cooking a couple of times out of the week, so I agree.
Yeah.
She's talking so I
That's a
agree.
great approach, though. I never thought about it like that. I like that.
Yeah, that's real dope.
Thank Angelica, y'all. I'm gonna be whipping y'all up some peaceful meals.
She's talking about some peaceful meals.
not no angry ones this time. Some peaceful meals, okay?
That matters though, for real.
Yeah,
Nah, I really do.
See, I learned something new every time I sit in this room with y'all.
But the food thing got me thinking about something. But just to finish out about the Sally's Beauty card, you guys, make sure you tuned in, stay tuned in, watch to the end so you can get the code for the Sally's Beauty card because we're trying to give it away, you guys.
How
Sally's
much
Beauty.
again?
$25.
Okay, period.
Oh my God, that's a great discount on.
Come on now, y'all
On
can get y'all
something.
some lashes, some
Take
products.
Take advantage.
Yes.
But okay, so we talking about food, right? This made me think about something.
Go ahead.
So when I be working all day, I do not eat. I be trying to though. So do y'all schedule in lunch breaks or?
Never.
I have those gaps on my schedule, but they are for sale. But that's at a different rate.
Do tell.
It's just like if whatever your limit is for the day, if you have a quota,
Okay.
So if you have a quota and it leaves a gap on or just for that day you're not booked up, I always leave an hour, maybe 2 hours, and say, okay, this is when I'm gonna get me a break. Whether I'll take it outside to go walking or I'll take my lunch. If somebody does call on that time, I'm like, okay, the only thing I got left is my lunch break, but it's gonna be this price. Ooh. Now, whether that's a additional 40, additional 20, additional 60, double, whatever you decide that time is worth, it's like I would rather have my time off and relax, eat lunch, just like you on any job. If not, you would want to get overtime or double time. And I have to tell some people when it comes to pricing, I was like, okay, if you're working overtime in your job and your boss say, okay, we just gonna take 25 cents off your check for them 2 hours that you work. I said, how much you gonna be at your boss? They be like, man, I want my 25 cents. I said, how you thinking it's about my $10 or my $20? You feel me? You finna get crazy about the 25 cents for your 2 hours.
Right.
I'm finna go crazy about mine that I'm finna stand up here for 2 hours or another hour after all this time. So if when I have that time slotted out, I just explain to it. Only thing I got left is my lunch break. You can get it, but at this cost. If not, next day, and then at my convenience, not at my stress though.
Woo! At my convenience, but not at my stress.
Listen, baby. Period.
Well, I'm telling you, we can learn some things.
No,
from
I'm telling you, I like that.
Mr. Wright be right. You hear me?
Mr. Wright be right.
Mr. Wright be right. It's writing over that side. You hear what I'm talking about? We can learn a couple things.
He ain't wrong.
He ain't wrong at all.
We have to value ourselves because as senior individuals in the game, when do you learn to add increase? Because there's beginners that's coming in and they're not just how minimum wage changed. They minimum prices are not like when I first started $5 and $10 haircuts. They starting off at $20 and $30 haircuts.
Right.
I'm in the game some. I got clientele. I got a little pool behind my name. So am I still finna cut close to that and still be or am I finna learn how to increase and then how do I increase and then how far do I increase also?
No, that's a great question because ever since the last podcast, I went up on my prices. Okay? I'm still making a couple of little tweaks with it because, I spoke. Okay, this is basically the thing. I consider myself an old school hairstylist. Like, I done been doing hair for 15 years now. So, the people who was brought up in the game with me are kind of low with their prices. But the new people in the game, they come out heavy hitters. Okay. Like, they get in it. Oh, yeah. And it's bad when your clients say, that's it.
But see that's one thing I teach my barbers in my shop.
Talk to me.
When clients actually say that's it, every client that says that, they're actually letting you know at that point in time, I was expecting not just a little bit more. Way more. Because they value you, they value the service, they value the time, and then when you say 35 or 150 or 180, and they say, oh, that's it? That's they smart. They say it so fast to where they don't really be paying attention to that. They're like,
they got to do.
So let me ask y'all a question real quick. Let me ask y'all a question.
All right.
So when those clients say, that's it, and you be like, yeah, and they'll leave you no tip, how you feel?
Cause that go down in the DM all the time.
How you real shit? I be like, yeah, that's it. They be like, oh, okay.
And then just do exactly what
they like. Shit, I just know. You go to look at that thing. Like,
no, she did not send me $60 exactly.
Now you get a dollar tip.
I'm saying, I want to bring that question up. How do y'all feel though when you do, like, overextend yourselves for some clients? Even your most loyal clients, they call you on your day off, or they call you on, and sometimes you might not even charge them extra. Because you like, I know they gonna leave me a tip.
I'm gonna let I got one for you, but I'm gonna
and they don't. How do you feel? Do you feel like, why did I go out my way? Because you didn't value my time.
Most definitely.
Am I the only one who feels like that?
And after that, that's a wrap with me.
Okay.
I'm not doing it no more.
Make sure I wasn't the only one. Bullet, you look like you got something to say.
Sound like he had something to say.
You look like you got
definitely got something to say to that.
I think everybody want to speak on that.
Like, I done had a couple experiences like that. And I just lump it all together now. But I done had a time during the pandemic. Let me tell you what happened. everybody was kind of scared or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I had a long time dude, and I was doing house calls, like as opposed to
Yeah.
you having people come to the house. And he had a new house and all that. And you know, at the time, you know, I think most of us, well, I was cutting maybe 1 to 2 hairs a day, if that. So you had to equate like your time of packing your stuff up, setting up, bringing everything to him.
And travel.
And he lived close to, I don't know if y'all are familiar, Monticello, Florida.
Oh yeah. So
But not in Monticello, but like
Close to it.
But on that way.
and think about it.
Out
At
of
the time,
Tallahassee.
at the time, I'm living all the way on North Monroe, Lake Jackson.
Oh no. Yeah, you got
So
a
I'm
nice 30, 45.
30, 45
Yeah,
minutes
45.
for $25.
Wow.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no.
And so it was during the time where we were all in like a crunch. Nobody was working, and like with me, I had high bills. You know, from making and working so much throughout the years, and the pandemic was just it was like a heavy blow.
Yeah.
So at the time, it's like everything you working for, you kind of need. And I looked at that situation. It hurt me because it wasn't no tip, and I'm like, yo, I'm coming all the way out here, and that's how I knew I had matured.
Exactly.
As a person, as opposed to just being a professional barber, but I felt bad and hurt because I'm like, dang, yo, I came out here and did all this, and he just gave me $25.
That's crazy.
And
I couldn't even do that.
the thing is, I was hurt in that moment given the circumstances and the situation, but there've also been times where when I look at it, like I said, in the totality, I've worked for certain companies and did pop-up shops, and I might have got paid $5,000 and only did 1 or 2 heads. So a lot of times throughout your career, it balances out. You know what I'm
Always
saying?
come with the balance.
Yeah. That's what you want to achieve in this business, because you got to take the good with the bad, and you got to know, just like how he said, you got to know how to plug and pull.
Yeah.
When you need to, when you need
That's
to do
true.
that.
That's true.
So like that was a lesson learned, but it cuts both ways because some people just don't have it. Even though we work in the tipping business, tipping really runs.
Don't have me doing all that I'm doing for you if you ain't got it. Like that's just, I feel like, selfish.
What is a tip?
Or taking advantage.
What is a tip? What is a tip?
Before we get the definition of what's a tip for me.
Okay.
This is the one thing I learned with tips, because tips, I'm gonna say first, tips are optional.
Tips are optional.
They are very, very highly appreciated.
They are.
But I've learned to where instead of me expecting a tip, charge the price.
Come on with it.
With that included.
Yes.
So when I have a $60 minimum for my barbering service, and I tell people my barbering service is like a Whopper. It comes with all of this. You can take off whatever you want to take off. If you don't want the shampoo, if you don't want the beard conditioner, if you don't want the facial, if you don't want the hot towel, it's still going to be this $60.
Yeah, I know, that's
but
right.
Now, it can be all of this if you want it. But if you don't, it's still $60. People will say, man, $60, man, I wish I could tip you. If you come back and see me in 2 weeks, that's my tip.
Yeah.
Don't give me an extra none. I say, cause the reason I didn't miss that hair, that when you stood up and I say, hold on, sit back down, you got a little something on your neck right quick, like, let me clean your neck back off. And they're like, dog, I want to never look back there and see that. I said, no, you paying me $60 not to miss nothing.
There you go.
So once you say you can't tip me, I'm cool with it. But if you can come back and see me in 2 weeks or once a month or every week or whatever your schedule allows, I have my tip incorporated. Like how they in the restaurants say, hey, gratuity added. Pay me what I asked for so I can smile.
And see, that's what's up, because the piggyback on everything, I know for me, I used to kind of be like, well, dang, like how Billy said, around the pandemic, you do something a little extra and they don't tip. So now I have increased my prices to where you ain't got to tip me and I'm still satisfied with the money that I'm going to be getting from what I'm doing. I already done started, last week. I was like, dang, I see a difference.
Yeah. See, that's an excellent safeguard. But like to piggyback and to get back to your point, some people want that quality service, but she might be a mother of 4. and she want to look like a dime tonight.
Okay.
She just don't have that extra $12 to shoot you a tip.
Yeah.
But you still want to over exceed what her expectation is, because there's always different times that come around throughout the year.
Yeah.
You got the tax season where people, you might get an extra $50 tip, during that time. If you take care of people, throughout the duration of your career, you'll see it come back to you. You know what I'm
And
saying?
she definitely, but I feel like you should exceed, period.
Yeah.
I don't care if I'm offering somebody homeless a free hairdo.
Listen,
I'm gonna exceed. I'm not gonna just do anything on you because it's free. You know what I mean? So I feel like you should always,
always put yourself out there because there's always a marketing ploy behind it.
Right.
But if you're feeling taken advantage of,
That's what I'm saying. That's where the safeguards.
That's why you say, if I feel like, oh, they didn't tip me, you ain't charging right. 'Cause you shouldn't be expecting the tip.
Yeah.
You shouldn't. In this field, because we don't have the permanent lock of minimum wage. We don't have that $17. Hey, this week gonna start. It's like, hey, what you feel like you worth right now? If you feel like you worth $150,
Right.
the only person that's gonna stop you saying for $150 is like when you do that lady's hair, and they turn around and say, Miss, hey, how much I owe you?
Right.
They asking seriously, like, how much even if you got a price list up, how much do I owe you? If you mess around and say 95 and you hoping that they give you that extra 5, but they really wait for their $5 bite, that's your fault.
I'd be ready to give it.
So
I'd be like, and then they be like,
let me say what I have been working on, because y'all know I got little ones now, and I have been out of the salon for like 9 years. So I do at my house, and I do the VIP services where I go to. So what I have learned to do is a proper consultation. Because within that proper consultation, you will know if that's going to be a whole Whopper, no cheese, you know what I'm saying? You'll know exactly what you need to do.
bring it back.
And the other thing about having the expectation of a tip is, what I would define a tip as is an additional express appreciation because they saw where you went with it. The extra steps that you might have taken, and that just comes in communication, because you might spin them around and they'd be like, oh, that's the value of what I paid for. But then if you're talking and you're saying, I notice you have something on your scalp, good and well they can't see a lump or a bump. It's been many times that I've seen certain things, took a picture, show them, and they go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? We have that advantage to say nobody can see what I see up here. You can't even see you right here.
That what we do for real.
So, and then the second thing is, I think that tipping is understood when you go to restaurants. Right. Why? Because you know that they're shared between everybody who's there. We have the hostess, the waitress, you have the chefs in the back. They share the tips.
Some companies,
they don't.
Yeah,
everybody don't.
Not everybody, but some do.
Well, just a thought of, if a person knows that they tip for a service, they come say, would you like for me to fill your drink more? Droop, and they gone. What we doing? Massage, angles, we doing geometry, we doing chemistry, we're doing therapy, all these different things at once. And it's like, it's not necessarily, like you say, so much expected. If you work in what you know that you're servicing a person with, and you can make sure that you charge for that. And if it's an express gratitude at the end, then that's okay. But if you do like a proper consultation, Zoom consult, if you need to just kind of get an idea of what this person's hair, skin, whatever might be like. And then you say, okay, so you are describing your hair like this or your service like that. Well, because that
another way.
It is another service, but it's a way for you to determine whether or not I see that I'm going to need 3 whatevers of color. Or I definitely know that at this density of the hair, we're going to need more than that. Or the lack of this density, that you're going to have, how hard are you going to have to work in order to get that particular client to the place that they expect to be. So when you come out and you say what I'm charging, it's customized per client. It can't always be a cookie cutter, price. Definitely a base price. I'm not charging you less than this.
I just have a minimum.
Yeah.
And you know what's crazy? A lot of people ask braiders, because I do braid. A lot of people ask me, do you charge extra for bigger heads? And I'm like,
No,
damn.
people ask. No, that's
So
when I
you know
knew.
what? I never thought about that because you know I am doing a little extra work.
Man, people ask by bigger heads, by longer hair.
Yeah.
I be like, dang,
I
people
ain't
be
think about
out
that
here
because it
like
does
marketing
make more time.
their prices
Yeah,
based
you have
off
to.
of.
It's like with my daughter. My daughter has extremely long hair.
She does.
So it's just like I would call people and I'm like, okay, hey, how much you gonna charge to do this blowout or do these braids? And they'll hit me with a 75 or 125. I'd be like, I got you.
That's sure what I would hear your daughter out doing.
I'm gonna bring 150. I bring 125. I'm gonna bring something else. They be like, no, you ain't gotta do that. When she drop this hair on you, you gonna understand that this ain't the short hair.
It ain't the
$75.
rubber.
This ain't
I
the
know,
right.
I done done her out.
But
$75.
to me, as a braider, the length of the hair doesn't matter. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to have to braid the hair down anyway.
But the thickness
now
does.
the thickness
The density
may.
and the thickness of it.
The thickness may and the size of the head may.
Yeah.
But when
everybody-
people be like,
but
my
all
hair
of
is
it-
so long, I'm like, well, it doesn't matter. I can braid an eyebrow.
Do y'all just
You know what
got
I'm
black
saying?
clients, or do y'all have?
No, I have
different
mixed,
race
I have
clients.
A different race clients.
we
I have
have everybody in the
white,
shop.
black, Puerto Rican, Asian, and up
Do
above.
y'all clients that's not black? Do they tip more?
They do. I'm not gonna say they tip more. No, I'll take that back.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say they tip more, but they do tip. They don't even think about it.
They tip more
tip.
frequently.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say like more as an amount as on the occasion.
Consistently.
They can tip consistently.
Do you think it's a cultural thing that black people feel like they don't want to tip? Do you feel like our frustration is because we're dealing with our own kind? And all of us up here black. So we dealing with black people mostly. Although we may have a
all
mix.
the way.
Huh? What? You Puerto Rican?
I'm Dominican.
Dang.
Speak up, mommy.
But you know, if you have a drop of black blood, people consider you black. And it's not fair though,
that
because
shit
you
took
should be considered
took over.
biracial. but when that drop of black hits you, you black.
Ain't nobody never said. Ain't
It
nobody
don't
ever
matter
said you.
if
I
you got a 1% black and they gonna consider you
One of
black.
your parents
It don't
black, and you done learned the
That's
black
right.
way.
Yeah.
Okay. And you got with black folks.
You're right. No, I'm just messing y'all.
I think though, like with us, we got a dilemma where everybody is against each other. I think it's beyond like when people used to say, you don't want that person to. I don't want to see you doing better, so I'm not gonna give you more.
Yep.
Like you got people that won't even like a picture or a post.
Woo!
So you
But
can't
you see,
you can't expect
But
people.
they be lit.
No, but you can't
see them
expect people to give a gratuity if they won't even give you a genuine acknowledgement
or free life.
like a like. So
It's people that you grew up with for years and years, and they won't even like your stuff.
No, but you gotta understand they didn't expect or want you to make it that far.
That's crazy.
And
So,
they
no,
want,
but
they don't
it's
want
not-
you to
it's
see,
not
they
crazy.
want to
You
see
just-
you go further either.
Yeah, you gotta.
It is what it
you
is.
just gotta respect it. Like you
Yeah.
can't change how people show themselves. You gotta learn to
Right.
recognize it.
And you gotta understand people
And maneuver
be,
through it.
Yeah, and you gotta understand people be in certain places in their lives to where they not trying to give you recognition. They can't. I'm hurt. I ain't got no money.
Yeah.
So how can I sit here and be happy for you? How can I give you this like when I don't even know what I want to do with my life?
But is that a cultural thing again, or is that just a thing amongst the humankind? And do we know if that's just within us or other people too?
it's cultural and it's human nature is it ain't no in between. It's good and bad.
Mm-hmm.
So you expect those two, and whatever you get in between, you live with.
That's
But
real.
the thing is, when we dealing with us,
Got something.
we all got access now. So somebody could, like, I could see Deck do a head, and I'm a barber, so I know what it takes to get to that point. So I'm gonna be more admirable and like, I like that. That's dope. Than opposed to somebody who's competing with him and on the rough side coming up. Oh damn, this nigga ain't.
I ain't finna like his. I ain't finna like his.
When it could
post.
easily just be like, yo, bro,
I done seen it go both
I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
What I need to do to, you know what I'm saying?
It's hard
We
for
just
a lot
don't
of
But
do
it's
that.
so easy. People don't understand it. If you just did that, people would just really, like, it's people out I'm pretty sure all of us wouldn't mind helping the next. You know what I'm saying?
Because we want season and experience. You know
Instead of
what I'm saying?
competing with me, just tell me what you need help with. I don't mind helping. You know what I'm saying? But instead they like, man,
and not realizing
they'd
like
rather go to YouTube and try to figure it out.
Even where we are right here, right? And this is might be a cliche or a phrase, and it's not mine, it's not original, but people at the top collaborate. People at the bottom compete.
Oh, rewind.
No, and honestly, it's like you wanna test your metal to say how good you can be, but we got clients to do that, not our counterparts and colleagues. So it's kind of distorted in our profession where we really be doing stuff on the gram for other colleagues. No, we supposed to be doing it for the people in the chair. You know what I'm saying? That way, that'll break away all animosity or whatever that you might have amongst your fellow.
No, it do be a lot of animosity.
I know mine always for the people in the chair.
Right.
It's supposed to be for...
Yeah, mine too.
Huh?
Right.
That's the most important.
But I feel like the lack of collaboration is not there at all. Like, even us sitting down talking right now, like, it would be nice for us to do this often, going out to eat, just random on some brunch, just on some, hey, it's Sunday,
like if they had like a meet and greet for like barbers, like just how they had the day parties, just host one. That's another one of my things too. Like I'm giving away something on the podcast, but I want to do like a day party, but it best be for our profession. Like if you come and if you can't show your professional license, the little portable when they give you, pull it up, show us real. You got to pay something different. You can come hang with us today, but it's really for us. But if you want to come hang with us today,
I like that. I like that. When you doing that?
I don't know, but we will do that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like something that ain't gonna be nothing to do by myself. I need people, and we good people. We good energy. What you got?
People.
You ready to get that out your throat? I'm talking. So you
Look,
need some
it's
she's like, I'm trying to press pause on it.
And she's so intellectual.
What
Yeah,
you got?
she is. I love
What
it.
you got for her?
So me, who is I'm totally, when I say antisocial, I just don't do social media like that. Like I would like to be present more, but to hear about how the response is with the you're looking for likes. I didn't even know that that's something that you could measure or watch people. Like you can see if somebody's looking at your stuff and say, oh. Like I'm so far away from it like that. Like when I'm scrolling, I'm just like, I might be looking. I'm like, oh, look at Ashley. I didn't know I had the responsibility to
now that's
hit
a good
something.
insight.
She's a looker. She's not a Facebook. Like,
And it's probably
I just
plenty
be
of people
looking.
that's on the same mindset of how she's, displaying it.
Right.
We was brought up in the internet
Before the
phase.
ones
Like,
that-
we grew up in this, so it kind of hit us back to back. It was
Yeah.
like, oh, dial-up internet. And then, oh, shoot, you got MySpace, Facebook. Oh, man, Facebook college student. Now it's by promoting your business. Right. And it's like, if you was in tune, it's like now it's the time where digital is running everything.
Right.
Social media is running things. So if you a person who never even fell into like keeping up with the times or what's happening like that,
yes,
you will be in your head like, oh, I'm just scrolling, I'm just looking.
I had no clue. Now, if it's gonna be something that's beneficial, like what I'm learning, I'm learning that likes collectively mean your business grows. Your business. We working with the algorithm now. I understand that. You know what I mean? So
marketing on your own level. Like, instead of having that Fortune 500 company,
there you go.
How hard you work on that social media site turns you to that Fortune 500. That's why a lot of people get deals off that
but
stuff.
the one where the desire to have a number reached by people who I didn't know that you could even see who looking at your pages and pictures and posts like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll tell you all that stuff.
I need a class.
They have insights. That button that says insights, just hit that. It'll tell you everything.
It'll
wow.
You just watching and all that type of stuff.
So y'all, oh my bad, you had something.
No, I was just saying like how y'all were just saying about people reaching out. It's some people reach out, but I think sometimes it's just they're not ready to say they actually learn from you as an individual. You feel me? Like it could be like, yeah, I want that, and I'll watch it. How y'all say they'll watch it off the YouTube and watch it off of somewhere else, Yeah, some of that stuff like it's be hosted by same stuff. She can host a makeup class right now. Somebody probably won't come take the makeup class, but they probably watching her page trying to see what she doing, what products she use.
I'm gonna be the first to say,
for sure.
I can honestly say that I have touched the lives of younger people. You know what I'm saying? I guess because I'm the cool mom, they saw me raise my daughter from 12, and now she's a 6-figure earner at the age of 19.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Wait, is she 20? 20. She just turned 20.
Just turned 20, yeah.
So
Lex did that. Shout out to Lex did that.
Alexis did that. At the age of 14, Bronner Brothers picked her up. And all I did was posted her. But it's a lot of kids, they be like, oh, Miss Nisha, what's up? You know what I'm saying? And I be like, come to the shop. All you gotta do is watch me, which really, honestly, I didn't teach my daughter. My daughter studied me. And that was the same daughter that said, I don't know how you stand up there and do hair all day. I would never. And
She
now
be
she's
bugged.
an assistant. My daughter moved out at 17. I have never paid a bill. She bought her dream car. I've never paid a car note, insurance, nothing. Like, she's a grinder. And so a lot of kids admire her. And then they be like, hey, can you teach me? You know what I'm saying? And I be like, come to the shop. You know what I'm saying? Or hit me up. And I've had a lot of kids. Shout out to Jada. That's my little baby, my best friend's daughter. She did a little story about me, how I inspired her. I had no clue.
You never know who watches.
I had no clue. Yes, and she was saying she did a whole project on me, how I inspired her. She does hair now. Jada Gentez on Instagram, y'all. But she does hair now, and she's fantastic at it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know she liked it like that. She used to come to the shop and she'll watch me. You know what I'm saying? But she never was like, you know, teach me. You know what I mean? But just knowing that I impact the youth, I love that. I love that.
You know what? Shout out to the ones who do that, because we do want to acknowledge those who actually do recognize the goodness in what we do, who actually do tip abundantly, who actually do say, hey, man, I see what you're doing. You inspire me. You're going to go big places. I see you doing big things. Yeah. Shout out to y'all, man. For real, everybody. For real, man, because...
Big up.
Yeah, straight like that, because, you know, there are still a lot of people. And I would tell you this, too. Anytime you doing what you're supposed to do, you're always going to gain more positivity than negativity. It's just negativity for whatever reason stands out. Like
it's a good.
You know, it hurts. That stands out. But, you know, I guess just we as a people, we just have to try to pour into the positivity of everything that we're doing. But that leads me to this. I need to know, what are your pet peeves as a hairstylist? But I'm going to flip it in reversal for the clients. And I want y'all to tell me what y'all think client pet peeves are about us.
Ooh.
So which one y'all want to do first? The client perspective or ours?
Ooh, I got one good.
Let's start with the client. Let's start with the client, because that's probably like...
Okay, so one, they probably be like, which is why I try to be timely. If I do run a few minutes behind, I'm texting every client, hey, love, I'm running 15, I'm running 20. Like, my biggest pet peeve is not letting them know that I'm running behind and they get to their appointment and they see somebody else in the chair. So I think their peeve is you charging this price. Okay, for one, you want to go up on your prices? Okay, so I feel you go up on your prices. But when I get there, you got somebody else in the chair and you ain't even probably halfway done with them. You could have let me know something. I could have stopped and did whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop, got something to eat. So I feel like that's their peeve concerning us, which is why I try to make sure I don't do that to my girls. But Makaj, period. But yeah.
Well, you put that out there. Anybody else got something from the clientele perspective? Cause you laid that out. I mean, if you come from a different one, I'll be shocked. That'd be mainly.
That's a big one.
But also too, you want to know why it's hard? Because y'all be on y'all ish. But you know y'all got colleagues out here that don't be on their ish, or y'all know that you have clientele that be like, man, I went to such and such and such, and they didn't do this. I went to a stylist and they had my hair looking crazy. Just having the skill, and when I say the skill, I mean the education to know what it is that you're doing on this person's head. Not just your creative blessings, but you got the knowledge. So when you on somebody's head, and they're like, why my scalp dry like this? Why this happening? Or why I got breakage? You ain't trimming your ends. You know, you need to make sure you come into the salon, getting professional treatments on your hair, hydration treatments, whatever it is. I think that a lot of stylists don't do that.
But you know, one thing I don't allow people to do is sit in my chair and talk to me about another stylist.
Do not.
Please.
Baby, we would not have a
But
conversation.
I'm not going to have a conversation about another stylist. I understand you had a
Right.
bad experience. That's your experience.
But they
But
do it, is
they
what
all
I'm
the
saying.
time.
But I cut it.
Yeah.
You gotta
You have
cut
to
it
stop
out.
it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, that means you will go to somebody else.
And you
chair
do the
and
same.
take
Oh,
it.
they
Same
will
with
do
me.
it all
So
day.
I
Same
cut
with
that
me.
conversation. I understand you had a bad experience with such and such. I don't know her. I might know her. That's between y'all. You should discuss that with her. But we're not gonna bring that here.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
But and that's from a gossipy perspective. But
Right.
people tell you about things not from a gossipy perspective.
Just
I'm speaking of they hadn't came out. They got to tell you
No,
about
yeah.
their
Yeah.
experience.
But people come to
They
me all
done
the
got
time
a
and say,
color.
the Africans took out my edges. Y'all have to understand. Have y'all seen it? I love my Africans. Shout out to my Africans. But have y'all ever seen them in the hair school? They don't learn the proper treatment of your hair care. They just know how to braid. So of course they can braid every single piece of hair on your edges, but is that healthy? No. No, it's not. You have to deal with somebody who, they're fast now. They get about 2 or 3 of them on your hair, you out of that door. But is it healthy for your hair? No. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care how tight they pull it because they just know get it in and get you out. But when you sit in somebody's chair who knows the anatomy of hair, who knows what it would take for your hair to not come out, it might cost you a little more, but you're going to keep your hair.
But you're going to keep your hair.
You know what I'm saying? So you have to pick your battles. That's why I tell people you have to pick your battles. You know what I'm saying? But it's all a part of the game.
It is.
One of my pet peeves is when
This clientele perspective or personal?
Never understand.
We still on the clientele. Because she was like, my perspective.
kind of. Well, the thing is, we do consultations, right? I don't like, or I would like for, if a person comes to you from someone else with the issue, we don't want them to disclose who they went to, but we need to know the details of their service. But what happens is we don't train people how to interview your stylist. You need to interview them. That way, when you come back, you can know it's okay. You don't have to reveal every single thing that you're doing, but if you sit in a chair, what separates you from the braiders who are not licensed, first of all, you know, the state of Florida offers a full cosmetology, full specialist license, but they also offer just hair braiding and hair wrapping. That's
You don't
only
need it
16
anymore.
hours.
And you don't need that now.
But they don't need it no more.
Yeah, you
now.
don't need it anymore.
So what I'm saying
They got
is
rid of that.
the bare minimum. So what I'm saying, when you choose to go to someone and you book in and they say, come with their hair shampoo and blow dry already out. Because why? They don't have any skill set to handle your wet hair, your chemicals, no nothing. They can just add some hair to it, style you or whatever. They're not licensed in the geometry to cut your hair. They don't have the education. They may have the blessing, the creative blessing, but they don't have the education. So what I feel like is, what I think a client, what frustrates them is that when they come to you who are educated, what frustrates them was like, oh, I didn't know to even ask these questions. I didn't know that you needed this information to be able to help me further. I didn't know that the person who did my hair before was supposed to know these things. They wasn't supposed to just pull off the shelf what they had in stock. They were supposed to do, analysis. You know what I mean? And so when you have a client, you should teach them a little bit enough about themselves. So when they move to another city, for example, I know that I've had these issues with my hair. They should walk away with a little bit of knowledge about you. And I think that's what could set a person apart and what could relieve the frustration on everybody in. You know, I think that would be helpful. So.
What about the barber perspective? From the client's perspective. Client.
I would think, like, you know how that old adage, you treat others as if you know the way you like to be treated. Like, I try to work at an optimum level for as long as I can, because you don't want to cheat them. So I think one of the biggest pet peeves I've seen, and from my perspective with clients and from watching other barbers lose and gain clients or the respected clients, is just the ultimate respect for that person. It's one of those things where you don't know that client's pet peeve, because sometimes you could do something. You can do something to a client and it's not right, or you might have did it a little off and they go somewhere else and you don't know why they're not coming back. So you get a lot of that, in this business as well. But to piggyback off what you were saying, I got a personal. I seen a dude I ain't cut in probably 6 years. I seen him today actually, right?
Gonna be some funny interactions.
But no, right, yeah,
Against the clientele separation.
But no, it's one of,
Almost.
It's one of those things where I know I did a good job with him because he was happy to see me today.
Okay.
And I ain't seen him in years, right?
So it went no
But
time.
like, I've had clients, like we're in a college town, being in Tallahassee, right?
Yeah.
So we cut people from everywhere.
Yeah.
So a lot of times you build a rapport and a relationship with a client, and I try to teach my clients how to get a haircut. And so, because I want them, because a lot of people know I got a reputation. So a lot of times if a person comes from Tallahassee, you go somewhere else, and if I cut their hair, that person looking to say, did Bully teach this cat, or what is his habits and characteristics in getting a haircut?
That's a good one right there.
I'm judged by that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Like you measured by how that person go to whoever else. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I try not to, but like in your consultation, I don't talk about nobody. I don't even talk about myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of them. Like, but you kind of want to know, but I don't be wanting to know the bad, because now I'm gonna work against myself to impress and overcompensate.
Exactly.
For what that last person didn't do.
Exactly.
So let me go blind, because we already professional.
Right.
We already up there. So we already got a base of what needs to be done, but I don't want to distort it based on what that person did. He pushed me back.
Okay, yeah.
Because guess what? You and I know he might not have pushed you back. He might have needed to adjust because your head is off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's a true statement, and I do like that, and I like that. And I'm saying mine to kind of conclude on and say they kind of can go vice versa on pet peeves. For mine was customer service or consultation, consistency, and then cut quality.
Yeah.
All right. So I think clients are always expecting those three things.
Always.
Good customer service,
Right.
cut quality, and they want consistency on most parts of it. I think that sometimes that just how he was just saying,
Brandon might see.
He wouldn't ask where they go. I don't really care where they go, but I do hone in on the do's or don'ts or the bad treatment. So if I say, what's the worst thing that you got happen to you? If they say they go back, even if it is an adjustment, and I say, okay, if you didn't want it, and then I can know it's an adjustment, but it say I just didn't like that.
And
So now my main focus point, at least, guess what? I can do anything to the entire part of their head, but they don't want that one part adjusted. So if I say, well, what was this? If they say a little, I'm gonna say my wife, she got her makeup did. If it be a little bit too gold on the cheek sometimes, cause she already got a strong cheek.
What it is, cuz.
I don't know what it's called.
Highlight.
If the highlight be too strong sometimes, she it's be like, okay, she's.
Give
Give that head up so you know how next time to not, but you don't have to disclose who you went to.
Right.
But if you say, well,
That's
what's one of the things
that
what's one of the things that you just don't want to happen? What one of the things that you didn't like, especially if it's a new person? I'm like, okay, whatever made you come to me, what was one of the things that happened and that you don't want to happen no more?
Right.
They always go too low.
So
that's real.
Same with makeup. When I have a new client, I ask, what's your skin type? And then I go on to say, do you have any concerns before I start? And then they say, well, I don't want a heavy contour, or I don't like my brows too thick, or this, that, and that. If they proceed to say anything else, they done said whatever they wanted to say at that point. However, I know what not to do. So that's very, until you get comfortable, that's very important. And then when we build a client relationship, whatever, you keep coming back, then you go on and say, you know, well, the reason why you don't like those things. And then at that point, I can tell you, okay, well, no, it wasn't wrong with what she did. Maybe she just did it this way. Maybe she just had a heavier hand. Maybe it wasn't that it was wrong. She just did something you didn't like. But let me show you. I always tell my clients, I'm going to take baby steps with you. Because I see that, you know, you're not a huge makeup wearer. So, and I'm kind of tired of you getting the same look every time. So, sis, let me just take baby steps. The next time you come, we're going to try a different lip color. But it's going to be a little bit lighter or a little bit darker. Or we're going to do a heavier contour. But it's not going to be too heavy. I promise you. I'm going to give you the mirror so that you can see me doing it. And you can tell me, hey, yeah, stop. Or whatever the case may be. So that's very important.
You know what? The way you explain that, I want people to know that that's a lot. You know what I mean? We do that all the time. Like, we do that all day.
That's a pet
the
peeve.
person, because this is gonna transition into our pet peeve, but the person who's coming to see you, you got to figure out what they like, what they don't like. Some people have all these issues they want to put on you. Some people don't talk at all. You don't even know how to feel them out. It's like, you might get somebody that just talk. You be at the sink. I'm washing hair. You want to talk? Oh, COVID just happened. Why is you talking to me at the sink?
Hey, but you know, hey, this is what I incorporated during COVID to where it helped my clients, especially when I was shampooing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I dropped that hot towel on their face and cover up their mouth. And
that's a good
don't leave none but their nose out.
Oh, man, that
Hey,
be...
you can't talk to me right
Why
now.
is you talking to me? And then people talk so much they spit when they talk. I be like, stop. Oh my God, I'm blow drying your hair.
Oh, what about
you want to watch the TV?
No, what about the people that you doing it? They like, girl, yes, cause
That one.
girl, cause
Yeah.
you like
That
girl.
You right there with me. You turning your head, girl, and I hit one of these on you so quick. I throw one of these on you. I done got to the point.
Lord.
I'm not finna keep telling you. I'm finna. And then they be like, oh my bad, I'm sorry.
Putting the vice grips on.
Like your mama did used to do when you get your hair
I might have to hit your head like that. Like, okay. But yeah, so what's some pet peeves? Because I kind of brief y'all on some of them, not all of them. But y'all throw some stuff out from y'all perspective.
With makeup, it is clients who like to be in their phone. Okay, so me, I'm the makeup artist. I understand some people just have to be in their phone. Like, I feel like if you're a businesswoman, you're a woman to where your phone is in your hand. You may just have to have it. But please keep your head up. So
Yeah, now you got me now.
in your phone, but keep your head up.
Because you will be
and
like
look
this.
down.
And that's horrible for a makeup artist because your head like this.
That's the biggest
You need to be.
because
That's horrible for a
when it
stylist.
comes to
Yes.
makeup, it's symmetry. Like, I gotta make sure your
That's
eyebrows
right.
are aligned. I gotta make sure each side of the lip match up. And with your head being down, I can't do that. And then after makeup is complete, because now I got an appointment after you, and I done kind of ran a few minutes behind because you didn't want to keep your head up.
Dang.
So
But that's the same thing with
now you got a
braids.
problem because, oh, my eyebrows are slightly different. That's why I take a before picture. Okay, let me show you, darling. Your eyebrows are sisters, not twins.
That's right.
So this one is rounded
right.
and this one is more arched. That's why it looks like this now.
Dang.
Please get out of my chair. I'm joking. I love y'all.
She for real.
No, but that's the
She for
same with
serious.
doing hair because if I'm out now, I don't mind if they're looking at their phone while I'm working in the back of their hair. It actually helps me out.
Yeah, please.
But when I get up here, baby, I'm old. My back ain't working like that. I can't be over your head and try. Your middle part ain't middling because
Nisha done pulled my head a plenty of times.
I can't see.
I be like, oh, my bad.
And I be like, could you hold your head up? And so now what I do is I put a pillow up on the. I put a pillow in the chair.
Yeah.
You know the little things that the kids sit
Yeah.
on. Let me give you this.
Boost
And
them
now
up, give them a
they
boost.
arms is up here
Oh, period.
because
like
I
that.
can't. Like I
Every
just
now
keep
and
saying,
then.
could you hold your head up? They like, oh,
They can't hear.
not 2 seconds.
They'll go
baby.
right back. Yeah.
And
I'm
see,
not-
the
I'm not
thing,
done.
the thing is, it goes. I'm with y'all with that phone, and
Really mad about that phone.
Man,
Mad about that phone.
You know, some
because
stylists got
you got to
policies.
think we
Yeah, no
all
phones.
we all have to operate with the posture like this in order for us to symmetrically do the job right.
Yes.
Y'all
Come
look
on,
at
break
this.
it down.
We sit up like that. We need your head to always be in that position so we can tilt, turn, and do what we
Right.
need to do.
Yeah.
So y'all, look, check this out.
Woo, yes.
And this is a plea to everybody.
Please.
Everybody.
Everybody.
The phone is killing the hair industry and the cosmetic and the barbering industry. And it's because of a lack of respect.
Ooh.
When you go to
Okay.
a dentist, right? You can't be with the dentist in your mouth and you on your phone while he or she is doing that service.
No, you
So the thing is, the level of
Ain't no
importance you and the respect that you give to your doctor, the dentist, and whoever else, we need that same level of respect. Because
Cause you presenting yourself
and
for all that.
the first thing that people notice about you is that,
That's
right?
it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the most important thing. So if you could give us 30 minutes in our case, and I don't know with the ladies 45, an hour and a half or whatever,
Yeah, that.
if you can just dedicate that, just time away from your phone during that time period, we can make you look your best.
Hey,
Please.
And like brother just said, our posture matters too, because even if your head is tilted just a little bit, and you know, I see you on your phone, but what that does, I gotta stretch in an unusual position.
Oh my God, you do.
And what people don't understand about us as stylists,
Come on.
our back
Oh.
is our worst enemy as opposed to your feet.
Baby.
And that's because of the posture, because of these people on the phone like that. Because
Yeah.
we cutting a oblong, abnormal object. Nobody's head is symmetrically perfect.
This is so good.
So the
I
minute
like how he breaking
the,
it down.
the minute
so
you
good.
the minute you have your head down or tilted a certain way, it takes away from the balance that we have to achieve to get everything right.
That's true.
Yeah, my statement on every time on that, because that's gonna be taught. You can be, oh
so
my,
crazy.
oh
Nuts.
my.
No, period.
No, it was so real.
That's what it is.
That was
so real.
It's real.
But that,
He said some of them different size heads.
Yeah,
Cause boy, you had them different
oblong.
You got them hey arms.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey,
Like,
I ain't
that
even
matters.
mad. I'm serious
Hey,
about hey
Arnold.
Arnold. That's what they used to call me when they ain't had my dread.
Yeah.
What?
I got one of them oblong heads.
The oblong-
That's why I got all this hair on my head.
Hey.
man.
Well, you fixed that problem. That's all
you
that matters.
fixed
What? It'll never get cut. Y'all will be talking about me for years.
Don't
But
feel
no.
bad. I told my son that you can never get a haircut, so
Yeah.
keep your hair.
Man, there
But
be
the
some
thing-
pretty girls getting their hair done with some big old heads, boy. I be like, boy, you so pretty, but your head is huge. Stop. I'm sorry.
No, she ain't playing.
They know what they
I'm
head
just
be.
serious.
Cut that out. Cut that out.
Yeah.
I'm
They
just
know what they
serious.
head be.
We just seen that somewhere. And you say it well.
They know.
But no, when y'all have when I have problems with clients like that, I say two things. I'm on a schedule.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm
It takes away from
I'm
your
on a
time.
schedule.
that's good.
And then if your hair is messed up, if you don't like it this time, you want stand still and you ain't hold your head up. I'm gonna keep cutting your hair. I said, but you won't stay still and you won't head your head up. I said, cause I don't miss. And I say, if I do, I'm a human, but I don't miss.
Oh.
I say, so
But
if,
for real,
yeah, but for real, I don't miss.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
if you don't hold
I
your
like
head
that.
up, if you don't stop doing all this talking, I know you talking to him about the game and all that right there.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta be on schedule. You gotta wear this haircut. I want it to be the best haircut that you get when you leave here, because it's important to me when you leave here. But if you don't stay still and you don't respect your haircut, I'm finna cut your hair to the very best of my ability while you moving, and I'm still finna let you keep it tight. But your choice now. Do you want it with some defects, or do you want it to be on some defects cause you moving, or do you want to stay still and then you can really call me and be like, hey, right, you ain't do my eyebrows right. Yo, you ain't do this right here right, or my part a little bit off this time. You know, bro, you was staying still, and I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit tired. I was off. I'm gonna eat that. No, cause I do catch myself sometimes, and I be like, I tell them straight up,
Real.
hey, that was on me.
So when a client come in, do we need to be like, okay, limit your phone? Or do we need to put it on our website?
Put it on our website.
Because are they wrong that they on their phone? Because see, I go to all 3 of these ladies up here I go to, and I be straight like this.
You're wrong.
I'm dead wrong.
And guess what?
And I do it.
Guess what makes it even wronger is that you actually in the profession. So
And you still not respecting
They the worst clients.
Yeah.
They the worst clients.
But that's the thing.
The industry is the worst
We forget
client.
that sometimes.
We the worst client.
They are the worst
Yeah.
client.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
a sleepy client. I'm a great client.
Are you a great
Yeah, me
client?
too.
I sleep.
You
Yeah.
a sleepy
Do you go
client
to the
too,
same
Ashley.
person? I'm a
I
sleepy.
I sleep.
Nisha, we be in the shop.
I agree
You know
too.
you'll
I
get
talk to
me in.
you
We
and
on
I
4
talk to you.
a.m.
And I sleep.
It be 4 a.m. while I'm like that.
I be
though.
taking pictures like, y'all see how I got the braid?
Cause she a hustler, so she loves me, so she'll squeeze me in. We in there 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like,
No, that's because me and Ashley got everything.
You
So
know,
a 4
I don't know
hour
what she's
appointment,
talking about.
a 4 hour appointment is gonna take about 7 hours.
what is she talking about?
No.
Oh, wow.
Not
But
me.
okay, so then you say, should we put it on our website? Let's talk about that.
That's communication.
I
That
feel
is
like
a-
you
Let's talk about that though.
Cause that's just like
No.
Angelica
You
didn't
know
know
why
about
I
the
said
social
it's
media. They don't
well
know.
said.
Let me say why I said let's talk about that. though.
Okay, talk to me.
Let's talk about that. Put it on your website. I have no kids. I have no kids at your appointment on my website.
Mhm.
Okay. It's in big red
I know
letters.
some people.
I
that
have
do that.
no cash app.
No, and
Big
people
red letters.
still don't read. However,
People don't read.
So no,
However,
wait, now-
that doesn't
now,
that
okay,
doesn't mean to not.
Do you have the courage to refuse that service right then and
Now
there?
that's the even better question.
Because now if you don't correct it boldly,
yeah,
Then
It
it's
ain't
just
get-
gonna keep
because it's
happening.
about being bold with everything.
why
I was about
everything
to
is
say,
about
maybe
you
have it
bold.
on
Are you
your
bold enough to
website,
miss
but
the
also
200?
have it in-
Because I got
in
my
shop.
baby with me. Are you bold enough to miss the 200?
And you got
because
your
I only
child
got
here.
cash
You,
out?
I don't accept.
Or
Is it on the
listen,
website.
or listen.
Or is it more important
No,
that you
you know
have
what
your
I
piece?
tell them? If you're gonna pay me with cash up, add $10.
So if it has a convenience on it, hey, if you gotta bring a child, that's gonna probably delay because I want you to respect your child while they here. So I'm gonna add 30 minutes in for you, but that's gonna cost you.
But when
That's
you-
good.
Because I know you're gonna have to stop to go over there, straighten them out, feed them,
Yeah,
check
that's
them,
what I'm
do this
saying,
right here.
like-
I'm finna do that.
You
Thank
play on my
Dexter.
time. So guess what I'm gonna do?
I'm finna do that.
I'm gonna add that. I'm gonna add whatever. I'm gonna add in like a hair wash. If a hair wash take 30 minutes, and I know you probably gonna check on that baby 30 minutes.
Oh my God,
slide that
Dexter.
down.
You know what?
So
right,
adding,
right.
I ain't
Write
even
that
got
down.
nothing
What
to
you got,
write.
Ange?
Look,
I ain't gonna
Hey,
forget
we
it
gonna,
though.
we gonna go back and we
I
gonna
like
go back and
that.
watch
I'm
this.
doing that.
Cause I never thought about it like that. But the only reason why I don't, some of the people that do come, I realize that they don't have nobody else to watch their kids.
So that's why I say now.
You-
that's when
so
I say,
it's just
are
me
you-
You're the
being a mom,
babysitter, so
being
you have to
sympathetic.
charge.
Like,
But you
dang,
still-
I know you want your hair done, but girl, you couldn't find
But
you
you
nobody
have
still
so many
taking
clients.
the hit.
Listen, and you
The
have
hit
so many
still-
clients who don't be watching their kids.
They
Oh!
So it's like as
They
much
don't.
as you want to help, and I'm a person to help. I've had so many
You don't want
clients.
your children in
A
my
lot
shop.
of my clients have to bring their kids, and guess what? I don't mind because I got 4 kids, sis. I
Right.
understand. I get it.
I ain't got none.
But
I
when
don't
you
understand.
can't control your kids,
I don't understand when y'all breaking my mirrors. I don't understand when y'all scratching my floor.
Listen.
I don't understand when you spilling
had
your
a-
food on
listen, I had a
everywhere.
client, her
Ketchup
daughter was
packets,
taking
chicken
the
tender,
makeup off of my
crumbs that
mannequin
I
head.
gotta clean up. I don't understand when
I
your
did see that.
McDonald's kids cup left on the table. I gotta pour the
I
water
don't
outside,
understand
throw
when
the
your
cup
kid
away.
putting gum in my $2,000 red shells.
I don't understand why you pulling rollers out of my bin. I don't understand.
Listen.
I don't understand. I love kids. Cute.
go-
I used to be one.
I
I don't want your kid messing up my salon that I done paid so much money for.
And I ain't even bringing no kids.
Nut.
Bullet, wait,
And
I
I
gotta hear
mean,
Bullet.
if I
for
said
better.
it, then I mean
Bullet,
it.
Bullet always bring.
Bullet always-
Bullet always bring it around town.
Yeah,
Bring it
yeah,
around
come
town,
on.
Bullet.
What
What
you
you
gotta
got?
say?
What you
Bullet
got,
always
Bullet?
ask some
Cause,
soul
we,
to
we,
it.
we, we gotta cut kids though, like, cause that's like I don't want to say God.
No, we're not worried about when you cut the kids.
Yeah,
we didn't talk about
they
the
come in. I
service.
take my kids.
Huh?
We
What?
But
talking
when the
about
people
that
bring their kids
kids
to the
with
service
them.
with them.
Or have you had that experience
think
where the
the-
kid
the
was
thing
kinda
about-
running buck wild?
The thing about me, let me tell you, I'm an oxymoron. Like you gotta know me to know that I ain't the meanest person in the room or I'm gonna fuck everybody up. But
What's an oxymoron? You two or something? Or you, what's an oxymoron
Well,
again?
Like jumbo shrimp.
Yeah,
what's
jumbo shrimp.
Hey,
A
you-
big
If it's a
Big,
shrimp,
big,
it's
but you
small,
still
but
a
it's big.
shrimp.
Like,
Yeah.
A
You know,
shrimp is a shrimp.
It's huge
Okay.
and it's little.
You
Okay,
eat the
I'm
biggest
with you.
shrimp, eat the
So,
biggest shrimp
Okay.
in the world.
The thing is, my countenance and how I look
Big shrimp.
will make a person think that I'm mean, mad, and angry. Because I look like this all the time.
Yeah, people tell me that all the time.
You know what I'm saying? That's my regular facial
It's
expression.
my
That's
face.
your happy face.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so a lot of times, let me tell you something. In my
That
voice,
show how you look.
I got a slight, not baritone, but I got a male voice. So kids generally, when they look at me or they hear me talk,
It's different.
they're intimidated from the start.
It's different
So,
than y'all. We can't ask
long as no, I'm telling you, this is my psychology with kids. 'Cause
Okay,
I-
talk. I mean,
you-
talk to me.
You beat the kids to the point, like if they're intimidated or if they think you
But
crazy.
it's easier for y'all.
That's what I'm
though.
telling you from a
It ain't
male's
y'all-
perspective.
it ain't- it ain't-
Yeah,
But I'm gonna tell you, it do be working for me sometimes.
Yeah.
Cause them kids be like,
yeah, and that's all. Just a look, just a look.
And you
Oh,
gotta be
like,
serious,
what in the
you gotta
world?
hold
Yeah.
it.
you have to.
I'm
But
in the
you
back
know
of your
what?
head like,
That is different for the barber because see, a barber more than likely, if a dad bringing his kid, he getting the kid haircut too. But with us mothers typically have the kid more. So it's like they don't have nobody to watch the kid. They got to bring them to the salon. But I just say when you go to work, you have to have somebody to watch your kid when you go to work. Same thing when you come to the salon. Have
Ashley
somebody.
don't have no kids, y'all.
If the salon don't require it, like just period.
No, because that's your job. And you got kids running around. Now, I can see if you're bringing your kid and they're getting a service as well. That's
Or
different.
if your kid has a certain temperament to where they can sit down. But if you
Respectable
know,
kids,
if
I
you
don't
know
mind.
your kid,
It's finna
They
tear
don't
up the
know.
place.
They don't know.
they know.
Oh, they
Micah,
know.
I feel like
know.
they don't.
Oh, they know.
just don't do, babe.
As a mother,
They
as
know.
mothers,
They just don't do. They know.
You know.
I be like, hey,
You know
Yo,
how my
child,
kids
I'm
are, right?
messing up my
You know how my kids are.
And if you,
You
know
see
your
how my kids
child
are at
is
home.
wild, then you figure out another option for them while you're getting service.
but the
point blank,
reason why I
period.
say do they know is because you guys are two women who your mental health stage is intact. And there's some women out here don't need kids. They mental health is not intact and they don't know. What you feel like is aggravating you is really normal to them.
because
so that's
they're
why
used to it,
so,
but they know when they child.
No,
doing too
because
much.
you can't say that because people think different. When you're brought up, if you're brought up in a home of being toxic, that is something that's normal to you. It's not abnormal.
Yeah, I agree to a certain extent.
Okay.
'cause
So
Yeah,
when you're
but
out
that's
in the
too-
world,
because I
you're
would
doing
say something
things
to some
and-
people and be
Yeah,
like, "Are you
yeah,
going to
yeah.
tell
That's
them to
two
stop
different,
jumping on my chair?"
That's two different disciplines that you. I get what you're saying, but that's two different. I agree with them because, like me being a father, I know my children. I know the tendencies. I know 20 minutes from now he gonna be doing that.
Right.
He gonna sit down for a
But
second.
that's still coming from a mind
But
of
no, what she's saying, no, those parents are conscious of it. But let me tell you the one thing that we gotta have, and I understand your stance on it.
because I don't think
We
I
gotta
still
have-
disagree. I
Nah,
think it's
nah,
parents
listen.
that's not aware.
No, they're aware.
Oh, they know.
You gotta
I
have.
don't know.
Let me tell you something. You gotta have grace with people. Like, let me tell you something.
Or
In-
rules.
in my shop.
Rules.
No,
You gotta have rules.
now, let me
Angelica always come from the
Okay.
out of
let me put it together. Like, certain music is played certain times throughout the duration of the day in the shop. I know for my people that come at 5 o'clock, I know that person been working all day, right?
Okay.
So a lot of times you might have that one dude who worked for the state, been working 8 to 5, boss been on him all day. He don't want to come around the racket
Yeah.
at 5 o'clock. He don't want to hear. And you might have that parent who could only bring that little girl, that little boy, at 5 o'clock. She just got off work too.
Definitely.
So you got to be able to have the grace and the balance to balance that person who's coming along, but this woman who got herself, and she got that terrible 2-year-old.
That's good.
No, she got a terrible 2-year-old who's not getting the service. This is
Yeah.
a little girl, right? But the little boy is 7. He's getting a haircut with you. But then she also got a 8-year-old who's kind of you got to know how to balance all that. You got to have the
So
environment.
this is my question to you. My question to you is how much grace should you have?
You
'Cause I've had grace
you got to let me make my
and
point.
the grace is over.
No.
The grace is over and get a point where you
let 'em land the
tired
plane.
at.
No,
Land
you
the plane,
don't
land
want
the
to do that
plane,
because the ultimate thing about what we do is service. You got to take them lumps. Or you got to set a hard line and a hard rule.
There you go. And I'm with that.
No children.
But
I'm
I
with
say,
that.
But that's when I say, are you bold enough to?
That's
it.
That's
you saying you saying it now, but you have to really be bold enough to be able to say, okay, when they come in, like before I started shampooing hair, I used to say, come shampoo. And if I comb through your hair, if I saw slight dust, dandruff, debris, or anything, hey, bro, that's it. Because I wasn't shampooing hair at that time. You feel me? I still had the bowl because we legally got to have the bowl, but I just wasn't doing the service. You feel me? I was just like, hey, I ain't doing it. And they're like, well, what you doing? I started to realize, okay, let me just charge me $10, $20 for this shampoo. Or guess what they going to do? They going to learn to shampoo it. And because I had a bowl stand on, hey, got to be clean. Now, it's easy for me to wash their hair because they come clean. Because most clients have already learned from me, actually, how you were saying, teach the clients. Hey, if you come with clean hair, if you condition it, man, you gonna look better, man. Your head gonna feel better. That itching that you keep doing, because you scratching so hard in this spot right here, it's sores here, or it's bald right here because it's breakage and it's dry. I teach them. So it's just once we put that out there, you gotta understand that's a whole part of it.
Yeah, because my clients at this point, if they want to bring a kid, they always ask, Ashley, is it okay? Like, I don't have that issue anymore, by the way. I don't have the issue, but I had that issue, and then I had to readjust. But I do know that could be a problematic for a stylist when you're trying to do a service and be on time, and the kids are just
just
running
gotta be
around.
bold.
Think about that mother who her only time she could get that appointment from you is 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning.
No, but the thing is, I get exactly what you're saying about that, but you also got to think about the person who's doing it with everybody. So you're speaking of that one person, but the stylist is the one who deals with it with everybody. So I like the idea of, well, if you're the mother with the kid that you can't bring, charge more. Charge for your time.
Or
like I
let
say,
me know ahead of time that your child is coming so I can mentally prepare myself, and also let my next client know, you know what, I already know that this is gonna run over. Let me go ahead and let my next client know 4 hours before her appointment that I might be running a little bit late because I know this lady gonna have to stop and do something with this child.
Or you could just make you like this is like I got a library in my shop, so you could create a small corner.
I did all that.
The kids' corner.
Kids' corner. Now, did that work?
They still want their
Now,
mama. They want to sit in the chair with their mama while they get their
I love how
done.
your mindset on business is customer first.
Accommodating
You feel me? And I'm saying you saying you got to. I'm gonna say sometimes that's a limited time because
it's limited.
How does I'm gonna say high end or whatever you consider high end, whether it's cars, fashion, jewelry, they're high end. Because they put years into their craft, years into dealing with the quality, the knowledge. I don't get no discount when I go looking for Gucci or gold.
You do not.
I don't get no discounts when I go to the car lot just because I'm a little bit off my budget. And I respect the mothers that come in with kids that may be like this right here. Now, this is what I do. Now, if I get some people in, if my barbers are there, they immediately pass. I ain't even playing with it. I ain't even try. If they come in and I'm there by myself, even if I do got a schedule and I know it's 60 and 100 and maybe a $500 hair unit coming in, if they a brand new client is, hey, I need my little son haircut. If I can tweak it, I'm going to get you in. I'm going to address it as, hey, I'm doing this service for my designated prices on the shop wall. I don't normally do these prices because at this level or this what's going on, or I work strictly by appointments. I do have other barbers in. I'm going to give you this convenience this time, but I cannot compromise because if Gucci give you a 50% discount, and I'm going to start saying, Gucci, why she got the 50%? Why she got the 50%? Because she got 2 kids. I need to go make some kids so I can get 50% off. So guess what I'm finna do? I'm not finna water down my brand or my product just because you got 4 kids that you couldn't take care of through life. It's another barber that hopefully I can get into my shop is millions of barbers around town. But if you're building a brand to where you want high quality, get high quality. If you're building a brand that's for the people, McDonald's is for the people. They make billions.
Yeah.
They make
This
billions.
is good.
Yeah, it's
This
great.
is
But
really
do
good.
you want to be
This is
the
amazing.
which company do you want? And that's what I say. That's why I say I know
Yeah.
your company is the $1 billion company for the people because you're gonna take care of the people. I'm just trying to say when people look at me, I love
And
you.
that
I done did $5 and free for years. I'm
this
building
good.
a brand that's gonna build a legacy to when they think about barbering, they're like, man, he in Grutner, he in a city with one caution light. He charged $60 a haircut. With one caution light, one gas station, $1 store. This ain't no big city. If I get in Tallahassee with y'all over here, they gonna love me and hate me at the same time.
But see, for me, it has nothing to do with me not having kids. Cause
No,
even the
I
things
know.
that I love to do, I don't bring around the shop. I just when I'm such in a zone where when I'm doing hair, I don't even want you to be too close to me while I'm working.
Yeah, I know
That
what
bothers me.
Look, Ashley's the type of person you would have to like literally sit here and watch her do hair. She be so in tune with what she's doing. Like Ashley, you be like the facial expressions, like
People
you don't
picking me all the
play.
time for that.
Like you
But
do not place it.
I be
so
concentrating, so even if you're close to
cannot be
me,
distracted. at
I be
all.
like, I ain't trying to be rude, but a parent, anybody, I be like, can you back a bit?
yeah.
It just,
I got a sign in my shop for
over
that.
me and watch over me.
I got a
doing
sign.
hair. I can't.
Now, that's a pet
Oh,
peeve.
that's
I do not
definitely
like
one.
that.
That's a
People
pet
just
peeve.
stand there and they just be like,
Yeah, I don't need that.
Why
I
are
got
you
a-
doing
I'm like,
that?
My biggest side
I
is
got
no
a-
extra guests. Now, if you bring an extra guest, a lot of my clients let me know, hey, you know, well, my sister or this, okay, well, cool, they can sit in the front room. All right, thanks for letting me know. They can sit in the front room. Because I've had so many situations to where the girl, she's getting her makeup done, and it's looking good. She's loving it. And you always got that hater best friend or that hater sister or that hater cousin that's just kind of like seeing her get done up and kind of like, hey. So then boom, she loved her makeup when you're in the room, when you done did it, but now she done left. She done let the
know they
girl
really
get in
just-
her ear. Now you done got a phone call. Well, I feel like my eyebrows are. But I asked you, how did you like your eyebrows before you left?
And first
I
of
asked
all,
you, how did you like your makeup? I'm the type of person, I don't let my clients leave. If I'm doing your makeup and I'm expecting a certain response from you and you don't give me that, okay, so what do you not like? What do I need to change? So you mean to tell me I asked you all these questions and then you leave?
Somebody else that
and
got
you
in their
sit here and you
head.
say,
let
well, you
somebody
don't like
else.
your eyebrows now? No extra guests.
and what you do takes levels. So it's like it's similar to doing hair
You
color.
gotta trust the process.
While you're doing it, it's like, oh, what it?
It looks
It's like
weird.
just
Put
wait.
it together, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's what they be doing. They don't know. That I not trained, and they just,
So yeah, no extra guests. She just in the front room.
So this what I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
This is what I think about some of the things that our issues are, and we have now grown to use the technology. And so what I'm trying to build in my, coming back into the public to do hair, hopefully real soon with my girl, is a you know how they have like a survey or a questionnaire or even a online just say you go and you shop, what services do you want, right? And it should include a questionnaire, almost to the point where you're taking a test. If you didn't answer this question right and it comes back to me, you didn't pass. So I got to send that back to you. And what does that mean? Do you know that I have these policies? Are you aware that no kids that are not getting services? Are you aware that I work this type of schedule?
Gotta be
Are you
bold.
aware that my policy says X, Y, and Z, And the two things, though, is for your accountability, too, so that you can do the fullness of the service, and for their accountability, because it's only fair. You shouldn't have to tell your next customer, you know what, so-and-so brought their child today, and so we're going to be late. And they like, what? I got to pick my kid up at, or whatever, or I have other things that I have to do. I didn't realize that somebody else's, unpreparedness for what the environment was going to be like was going to affect me too. It should not affect me as someone who, I made my appointment on time.
Yeah.
I said these are the things that I wanted to have done. And you told me that you were going to provide me this VIP service, but now somebody else come in who's not.
Inconvenience.
So this is how I see. This is how I see certain things. And this is not an actual grade for a client. But you have A, B, and C clients, right? Your A client is the person who gets everything from you, you know, if you can. You know, you're going to do their chemicals, you're going to do their cut, you're going to do their color. For you, for makeup, you're going to do maybe their eyebrow shaping, not just with the makeup, but you're going to wax or you're going to pluck or whatever, right?
Gotcha.
Okay, and so then you have a B client, where that client may say, well, you know what, I come to you for just to wash, but somebody else going to do my cut. You know what I mean? Like, I like the way you blow my hair out, but I like the way that this person do my cut. So that's like a B client because you don't do everything for them. And then you got a C client who you might see every once in a while for a piece of this and a piece of that, you know, or maybe they come to you for a grandiose special occasion, but they're not a part of your regular regimen. I got one girl who only come for eyebrows. Catherine, shout out to you, Catherine. I love you. Right? I did Catherine eyebrows one time. It's my light-skinned sister. She blonde, you know what I'm saying? And her eyebrow, she loved the way I arch her eyebrows. She don't go to no one else anymore. I see her once a month, right? She, to me, is not a C client. She's an A client. Because there's nothing else. She comes on a regular basis. I can count on her. She's going to give me her gratitude of tip, you know, and not that, again, like that's not so necessary. But I feel like sometimes when you survey your clients, when you're doing your consultation, you can decide whether or not if this person is going to bring you $3,000 in a year for however many visits they're going to be with you, or if they're going to bring you $1,000 in a year. You know, it just depends on what kind of relationship are we going to have with this client, because now I can classify you. Right, I can classify you. I know that when you call me, you know that my policy, you're not going to break none of my policies. You're not going to be, you know, out of alignment with how we going to get this done. You know, my life changed because, and as far as like the children, before, it took me so long to have any. So I used to be, when Ashley and I worked in the salon together at the Next Level, we were in rooms.
That's
and
where
so,
you from, Next Level?
Over
on by where y'all?
I done been all of them. I was with JoJo in the Next Level for 9 years, so I don't know.
To JoJo,
yes,
we're gonna
yes.
definitely have her.
Yeah, man. Shout out to George Chambers too.
I talk about
Right.
JoJo by
Where she at?
Hey,
Why she ain't here? Exactly.
JoJo is her. For
Yes.
real.
Okay.
So we were in rooms, and at the time, you know, JoJo again, she had her daughter at the salon. You the salon owner, yeah. So you got a little kid, you trying to work, you self-employed, and sometimes yes, you can have your child with you. And at the time, I didn't like baby slob. Like, I didn't like, you know, don't feed the bears. If you entertain them, they're going to keep coming in my room. You know what I'm saying? Like, leave them out.
They sure will. They be like that.
And you know,
they be like
and
that.
we had a series of stylists, in which means we had a plethora of types of clientele. So that means we got all kind of kids and ages and what they
Not
doing.
feed the bears.
So I would just nicely close my door. And because my door didn't like lock or whatever, they would just kind of like push it open and come in there, you know. But, you know, to say that I can understand the perspective Ashley coming from, it's like, I think that your children should not be here when I'm trying to do 100% good job on you, and I'm distracted when the children
I don't even
are
want
around.
your little sister, little brother around here missing stuff.
Well, that's
for real.
but that's what I'm,
I don't care who it is.
But-
Y'all
but-
talking about kids. I'm talking about distractions.
But the thing is, we have to remember that we are in a professional environment, and they allot us a certain amount of square footage, 200 square feet per person to work in. That way you got elbow room and breathing room, and it's fair. You know what I mean? You got to make sure, like, they coming around. You might go to the dispensary and get a different product. You come back, they climbing up in your closet, getting your hydrogen peroxide, burning their fingers.
Salons are not kid
friendly.
Things that they can get hurt by. That's what parents don't understand. They can get burnt. Now they get burnt.
They can get hurt.
Mad.
Yes.
They can get cut. They drop the glass.
That's good,
get cut.
Niche.
They get mad. But at the end of the day, if you didn't bring them, or if you just tell you know, my kids at home, they off the chain. But when I take my kids somewhere,
They know how to
they
act.
sit they behind down.
They really do.
That's how they
But at the house, they act like loose monkeys.
Some people
Mine
just
too.
don't have it, and they
Mine
upcoming.
too.
That's cool. But like in my shop, like I put enough display cases where it's a barrier in a sense, like a half wall. I got a hanging sign saying no only employees only.
Me too.
Unless you're getting a service.
Yep.
And then after that, I got my yardstick that's called the peacekeeper. I don't care if you in there with your daddy or your mama. I know the dangers in my shop.
Right.
If your kid running around here, I know this chair $500. I know you want to pay for it.
They don't want
I
to
know
pay
this
for it.
glass.
Why they
case,
over there
if
pumping all the chairs up?
I
turning
don't even-
around
I
in
don't
them?
even say nothing. I got my little yardstick. I'm telling you, I don't even play. I walk up.
Not
I
the
walk
yardstick.
right up past their mama and daddy. I'm finna get them legs. And
Look,
if
period.
you got 3 seconds to
It
stop
take a
me.
village.
You got 3
It
seconds
take
to stop
a
me.
village.
Is you gonna
It
eat
take
your
a village.
cornbread?
It take a village.
Oh, that ain't even mine. My cornbread gone.
But y'all, so moving right along, let's go ahead and get into on the subject of the subject.
We used to it now, girl.
Okay,
All
let's
right. So this is a game where I'm gonna ask you the same questions, Micah.
Oh my God, please don't ask us the same question.
But this time, the questions are gonna be geared towards the profession.
Okay.
So when I ask you the question, it's geared towards your profession.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
Give me something easy.
$1 million hands. Geared towards the profession. If you had $1 million tax-free money, what will you do?
$1 million tax free. I got an invention that I'm working on. So if I can put whatever is needed into that invention to lock it down and make it actual on the marketplace within the shortest amount of time with that money, that would be my first endeavor. After that, I feel like I still got to build a stage for some people, for them to be on with some of my investments and some of my ideas. So I would try to make sure that I stay connected to some of the right people so that I can help them get to the way, and hopefully it leads me to where I need to be. Not saying they got to help me back, because some people say they help people with hoping for a return. I'm cool with building the stage and being saw by someone else outside of this circle, so that they can build the stage for me and give me the proper opportunity. So I think making sure I was honing on my dreams, get that foundation. Of course, get my family, my daughter, my wife, and all them like straight. But mainly, my first thing to where I think that with the right amount of money would be my portable barber chair, mobile barbers and stylist equipment. It's a portable barber chair for barbers and stylists, to where if you on the set, at the studios, hotels, house calls, senior citizen buildings, got people at home that's disabled that can't really move that far from their bed.
That's great.
It can even, and then be honest with you, I haven't tried to do it for makeup artists, but I'm pretty sure that it can also be captivated for the makeup artists. But that's just another concept, because so,
I think it would be
like
great for makeup
yeah,
artists.
because
the only
it-
thing
it-
is y'all like high seats.
It'll
no,
be like
it lifts up. It lifts up.
Because
So
we have some clients. Okay, so I've had clients who have been in wheelchairs, so they can't get up in the higher chair.
That would be
So
great.
if you create a chair to where you got those levels, boom, then that would be perfect.
So you selling these? Are you
And
selling
I take
these
my
chairs like
makeup chair
Master P?
everywhere.
Hey, no, for real, I was selling my first set. This is when I say a dream is possible with the right amount of effort. And proof of that is that my first 10 chairs with that company, with Mobile Base, I actually sold the first 10 chairs off just a website and air, no product at all. And then I actually took the money that was generated from those chairs, bought the products, and built the items for those individuals and sent it out. So I proved to myself that I had something that was sellable because it was just air. And then it actually got bought. So because it got bought, I said, okay, let me readjust to this and actually go ahead and see if I can actually finish my pen, which I'm actually pen pending. Nice. So get that out there. Now I'm trying to make sure that I go towards marketing, and just get everything, manufacturing, marketing, and all of that, so that I can get it out to the world.
That's why you gotta just do.
So it's just like
you just gotta do.
And every time I take it out, it's always a barber in some state, some city. Like, hey man, I thought about it. Hey man, I drew something like that 10 years ago. I said I just kept putting effort to it. Like I thought about it 10 years ago too.
See, that's real talk. The reason why I say is you selling your chair like Master P, because Master P used to sell the CDs. Everybody know he used to sell the CDs out the trunk of his car until he became rich. So it's like, that's real. Sometimes you just gotta do. All right, Angelica. Loyalty or respect geared in the profession?
Respect.
Okay, do tell.
Respect. Because You could be loyal to the wrong thing. You could be loyal to a thought or a feeling or emotion that's really not causing you to grow. You could be saying, okay, well, this person, I'm loyal, you know, to this person as a friend. But if we lose respect for one another, you know, or what the goal is, then it's just non-existent. Respect all day.
Period.
Love that.
I love that too.
Nisha.
Dang, dog.
You skip bullet.
I know. It was on purpose. It was on purpose.
Yeah, no need to be
Nisha.
Chewing and chatting.
We chewing and chatting.
Still be chewing and chatting. Am I still the only one chewing and chatting?
Taurus gang. Taurus gang.
That cornbread be.
Look at that. Hey, Bullet gonna help you out.
Thank you, Bullet. Appreciate that.
Right.
That cornbread.
That cornbread is so good, Angelica.
Like, y'all like it.
I'm ready to warm.
No, that chili. I'm ready to warm my chili back up. Honestly,
I was digging in that chili when that camera came on, boy. I was ready to eat.
I'll take the
been
rest of
eating
it
the
home
whole
to the
time.
kids. If you want to get rid of it.
You been.
Take it to the
Hey,
kids.
y'all can take it all. But okay, Nisha. In the field, money or power? What means the most to you in this industry?
I'm gonna take the power.
Talk to me. Do tell.
You know why I'm gonna take the power? Because I can use the power to get the money. I don't need the money. Because at the end of the day, I can you know, delegate my power to certain people to generate
I think
the
I said
money.
the same thing. I think I said power.
I'm doing it
time.
every day already.
Cause the power.
Listen.
Oh, so you basically saying the
I'm
power.
doing it the power gonna bring you money. So I don't want money and I can't get the power because somebody with power gonna take my money.
That was my response the last time. I think it was.
No,
the
it don't
power.
matter. It don't
It don't
matter.
matter. That was the
Not
last
saying it like
time.
that. Not saying it like that, but I like
This
how
came
you
off
put
the
that. You
dome
broke
right
it.
there.
No,
Don't try to act like I stole your answer. Now. Hold
But
on.
that is how she came.
No,
No,
The last time when
Now y'all
I
about to see
said
two tars.
She came.
Okay, two
She
tars,
came
two
with it.
bullheads. We already done walked in with the same hair color.
look,
You know what I'm saying? But listen,
She told me it don't matter. It don't matter. I said power because
Y'all crazy.
y'all gotta love us, bro. We is a vibe. No, listen, for real.
okay, for real.
If you delegate the power, because like I'm gonna just take it back to the last time, and if you missed the last episode, that's on you. But I advise you go back and watch it. But
That's
my
a good
boy
one.
right here said you can't make it by yourself. You need a team.
You need a team.
Like if I got the power, I could put the team in place. The team gonna bring the money. So it don't matter about the money.
That's
you know what
real
I'm saying?
talk.
It don't matter about the money. I have started from zero and delegated the power. And guess what? Blessings just start showing up out of nowhere. So just give me the power because I know what to do with it.
Come on, me.
Ooh, cause everybody don't know what to do with power now.
I know what to do with the power.
Everybody
Just give
don't
me
know
the
what to
power.
do with power.
Period.
Just give me the power. I don't need the money. I can make the money. We make the money.
Right.
Do we make the money? This like dope money. Y'all don't understand. It's like dope money. It's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard to let go.
Yeah.
Ain't no man.
But listen,
If you charge it right for it, it is.
But listen,
your time
on
and
a
the
serious
price
tip though, if
together.
you got that power, and it's not, and I want to say this, it's not power to the point where I feel like I'm better than you.
Right.
It's not power to the point where I feel
Yeah.
like I'm over you.
And that don't
It's
come
power
off like
to the
that.
point where I'm spreading my
It do
power.
not
It,
come off
it
like
comes
that.
off
Equally.
exactly what you mean.
It did.
Exactly.
It did.
It's where I'm spreading my power equally. Where, cause I don't want to get to the top by myself. It's gonna be lonely up there.
It's lonely,
I wanna
period.
I want to bring some people with me so we could turn up when we get up
Yeah.
there. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go by myself, so I'm delegating the power to everybody so we can all get the money.
Man, you going hard for that. You
Every
going
day.
hard for it to get to
Every
that
day.
point to be able to share amongst.
She know.
You know,
She know. She
the
up on
realest.
game.
Period.
She know. Big niche, not the little one.
Hey.
Hey, pew pew pew. All right. Makaj,
Okay.
Give it to her.
if you had one wish in
Yep.
this industry, in your industry, if it's one wish, it could be anything. That's a different one. Which one you were singing?
I don't know.
Everybody always starts singing.
If I had
One wish.
Right.
Friends.
Y'all so crazy. Period. Turn it.
Look, she trying to think of answers about it.
Yeah, can I-
Look.
Stop that last time, so
Stall
let's
if you
go.
want.
Yeah.
Stall if you want.
You being stupid.
But in the makeup field, one wish. And so that could be a person. That could be something that you...
Oh, okay. I like how you broke it down.
It could be something that you wish you had.
Yeah.
You're working towards. Anything.
So, if I had me personally, okay, you talking about me personally, right?
You personally.
Okay. So,
out the industry.
If I had one wish, it would be to do what I already do wholeheartedly, and that would be to travel. Like I do travel. I've been to Japan. I've been to London. I've been to Cabo. But I really want to do it for real, like on a consistent basis. Like here this day, 3 days later, I'm in another country. Like that's just my dream. So if I had one wish, that would be to do that. In hopes of running into Beyonce. Can I just do two? Because
that might be the main.
Okay. So let's backtrack. It would be Beyonce. I've been doing makeup 10 years, and the moment I've started doing makeup, I would have dreams, and my dreams wouldn't even be like nothing. It'll just be like lights, cameras, actions, like no people. So I knew this is what I wanted to do. And I was like, my dream client would be Beyonce because I just love who she is. I love how she comes. Mm-hmm. So,
a heck of a person.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, like, she is a grinder. She is, like, motivational. Like, sis just got it. Mm-hmm. And then she's very particular. Virgos are very particular people. I do well with very particular, very difficult people.
I'm a Virgo.
So if
You're a Virgo?
No, I'm a Taurus.
I'm a Virgo.
But I agree with you on that one.
Listen, so if I can please a Virgo,
I love a challenge.
Oh, baby. And they are difficult.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah.
So, that's it. That's what it is. That's what it's going to be.
You know what will top that off?
That hit you to the heart, huh?
If you do be...
Like ain't nobody
Listen,
get
wait. Now, check this out now. Listen, let me show you how it works. If you did Beyonce, right? And you brought that $1 million chair with you.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, baby. And then you didn't told her that you got this man right here that can.
Come on, Jay-Z.
This man right here can hit him.
Come on.
Oh yeah, what more can I say?
And then you got Angelica over here that's gonna tear Blue Ivy hat down.
Listen.
Don't listen. What we gonna do?
I'm gonna color her weed blonde.
Period. Blue, pink, whatever she want.
And I'm gonna listen.
Listen, and the way that I'ma come, the respect that she gonna have for me, and she haven't even known me probably for about a good couple weeks or so. She gonna be able to trust everything that I come with.
Okay.
Yeah. I got. We going that hard. Oh, you know what? I love you. I vibe with you. I trust everybody you bring to the table. Okay, come on, y'all. Let's go, squad.
Squad.
Let's go.
Yeah. Squad up.
So, okay.
We got a question for you. Yeah.
You want it before Bullet's question? You want it before?
Go ahead, Bullet. But we gonna ask Ashley a question.
Okay. I would love it. Okay, so Bullet, what would you say in the industry would be your level of success? What's your level of success with what you're doing?
Freedom.
You always hit us with this.
We be like, damn.
Y'all couldn't see my boy Bullet on the first part one. I had to put him right here because I need y'all to see.
In here, for real.
In here. Hit us again now. What you say?
But like the thing is, like, and like the pandemic saved me, and it broke me all at the same time.
Okay, come on.
Because I was working, and it's people that probably can attest. Because I work with a lot of people for the past 8 years or so. I probably worked 360 days out of the year for about 7 years easy, maybe 8. And it's hard when you can attest to this, when you're in demand, and you don't even have to be the best, but when you're in demand, it could squeeze you.
Oh, man.
It could, and I'm talking about It's lonely and it's a bad place when people perceive you as being good. Because everybody wants a piece of you.
Oh my God.
What makes it hard, it makes it hard to step away and really refresh yourself and get to where you need to be. Now you might be putting in all the work, but your skill set is declining along with your physical because you're not getting the rest. Like client separation, right? And so what I learned in the pandemic, like I'm one of them people who lost everything during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least my normal quality of life. I wouldn't say lost everything, but what it did, it allowed me to take a step back and like, dang, what am I getting out of this business? Because you can make all the money in the world and still be running the Red Queens race.
Ooh.
And so,
Pew,
but I was running the Red Queens race for about 8 years, and
Yeah.
the Red Queens race is basically, like, say if you took out and ran down Tennessee, and say you're running the Blairstone, right? Maybe a quarter mile from here.
Okay.
You get to see all the cars passing. Somebody might speak to you. You can wave. Yeah. Hey, man, I see you every day running that 5:30. And I can run that same race, but I'm in here on the treadmill. I'm running and getting the same motion that you're getting, but I'm not getting that scene that you're getting. I'm not getting what you want, like that travel. Like I'm not getting.
Oh my
You
God.
know, and I did that because I'm a butterfly now. Because I was in a cocoon for 8 years. I was in the mall.
I like that because that's what I feel like.
And that's all, like, when everybody, like, nobody see me now. Like, if people see me, like, damn, where you been at? Because for 8 to 10 years, I was right there behind the chair.
You sure was.
Like, locked behind it. I couldn't go nowhere but there.
Yeah.
So I was a prisoner to not only my loyalty, not only my skill set, but what other people perceive me to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And
about the human part.
The human element,
Always.
right? You know, and so what it did, it broke me down. But the pandemic allowed me to, like you said, what I want. It allowed me to know what I truly want is the free. I want all the other accoutrements that come with it, but freedom. I want to be able to be free and not necessarily wake up whenever I want to, but I want to be free in this business to do it however and whenever in the way I would like to.
I love that
You know what I'm
because
saying?
I don't even feel like we supposed to be working hard like how the world is set up or how it is in America.
But see, the thing is with us, what hurts us in this industry, and I think y'all two got it, is we are servicemen or service women, right? So what service people do? Nurses are stressed out too. Nurses can't tell that patient, you about to die. No, you got to comfort that patient while in your mind, your mom might be sick with the same illness and your dad died from it 6 years ago. Your daughter doing wild stuff, but this person needs your comfort right now. That's what I was saying about the tip thing, going back to your point with that. Yeah, you mad, $60 I want, you should have gave me 70. But at the same time,
I wasn't saying it like that though.
No.
Have to clarify that.
No. I understood what you were saying. I understood what you were saying. What I'm just saying is always put your best foot forward because the underlying thing about us, and we all make it look cool, and I'm pretty sure we do great. We are service people, and so people gonna. It seems like they're exploiting you, but they're really not exploiting you. No. They're coming for what you really
what you are.
Oh,
What you
you're a service person. So what I'm learning from y'all is, I might need to raise that price. And if I lose a couple people, I gain time. And guess what I just said? I wanted freedom, right?
Right.
So
and we don't have to ask for time off.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't have to get permission. And we may, if you're not the owner, you can't get evicted or asked to move out. Right. But you never get fired.
Never.
Right. And if you actually have clientele, which means people who actually depend on you and only you in a sense, as long as you in I'm going to say driving, and then depending on what type of service you is, it could be flying. They coming to you. So it's just like, that's when I say you a person for the people with your current business to where that builds a sustainable business because they can depend on you.
But it wears you out. It
burns you.
Yeah,
Because see, McDonald's is successful because guess what? They got millions of workers. It's not one person flipping those burgers.
Right.
It's somebody who's selling burgers, but their burger actually costs $10 a burger. You feel me? And they still making decent money, and living a great life.
McDonald's
You feel me? They might not be making the millions, but on their level, if I sling enough of these $10 burgers or these $20 plates, I'm doing just as good because I ain't got all the McDonald's overhead.
Because in all actuality, it's a little thing that I do within business when I ask certain business owners, because I have another business also where I scale other businesses. But I ask them, you take this scale, think about what life it is you want to live. You know what I'm saying? Does it really cost you $1 million, or could you live off a $600,000 salary? Everybody want to get $1 million, but it might not take $1 million for you to live
that life that you actually want to live because you hadn't even
everybody
envisioned.
looked at, and it's okay. It's okay to look that far, but everybody think $1 million, $1 million. Once you spend $1, you're not a millionaire no more.
Yeah.
It might not even take you to make $1 million to live the life that you project for yourself, or you know what I'm saying. So people expectations be, you know what I'm saying.
A lot
but
of
you have
people
to bring
Don't be
them
well thought out
to reality.
Don't be real
A lot of people I
Like-
know that want that type of money is for others.
Right.
It's
Me
not
too.
just for them.
That's what I said. So
Yeah,
that's why I
that's
said
me.
the phone hurt us, is because we do it to show her. This bitch, this what I'm doing. Hey, nigga, this what I'm doing.
Yeah.
When it's really supposed to be about that getting and retaining people who you gonna service.
Yeah.
Like you say, you ain't even doing it for yourself. So you end up at the end of the day, that person don't even care. You end up empty. And you did all of that to prove to somebody a certain thing that they don't even.
But you know, people want to supply their families. People want to pay debts off for
Oh,
other
okay.
people. People
Gotcha.
want to take care of their kids. Have a fun
But
for
why
them.
not teach those people how to do that same stuff?
Well,
so
you
they do
can,
it for
but
themselves?
the era that we're in, we come from. We in a generation where the generations before us didn't have the opportunity to learn. So if you in the changing, we millenniums, like we can change stuff.
Yeah.
We're in the changing period.
Come
so
on.
it's like
Bring it on.
if I get the $1 million, I'm able to do things. Not to say that my parents are not doing well, but I can have them doing even better.
Exactly.
But you
They
know
can
what,
live
though?
a life that they didn't even know they could live because of me, and that brings me gratification. And also too, to be able, cause see, one thing about money do a lot of stuff.
Money does do.
Money actually give you power. So
money do get you too.
so with money, you can be able to do things for the youth. You can do things for people who aspire to be like you. To get a building, to do even what we're doing now, it costs money. And when you have money, you can spend it on having the quality things or the things necessary for growth or for, I mean, it's like you can have $1 million for more than personal, basically.
Yeah.
But what your question is for me, cuz? Or did you have something you want to say
It was
about
getting
that?
good because I was.
You had something about that?
Go ahead. What you had to say?
I don't even remember right now. Hold on, wait. Let me try to bring it back. Let me bring
Man,
it
what
back.
that
bring it
question
back,
is?
bring it back.
Bring it
So
back.
when you had said money do bring power, and you proceeded to say everything else, I thought about Bible scripture.
Talk to me.
God said you have everything that you need. So even if you don't see the money, even if you don't see the house or the car, you have everything you need. What is everything you need? My power, my authority, my love, my grace. You have everything you need. So at the end of the day, I want the power.
You did all that for that. Okay.
What that question is? Hey, Big Niche.
She really
Big
took
Niche.
us to the tanky for her to prove her point.
What that question is, Big
That's
Niche?
what
Nisha, what's the question, Nisha?
Come on, Big Niche.
We moving right along.
Do you have
Come on,
Oh.
bitch.
All
Come
right,
on.
my question for Ashley is, since she always have a on the subject, off the subject for
Okay.
everybody else,
Okay.
we're gonna put you in the hot seat. If you could change one thing within your industry,
Oh.
what would it be
Um.
and why?
Ooh, and you want to eat that one up, huh?
Yeah, because it can go so many different ways. But the first thing that just coming out to my mind is I want us to continue to educate ourselves with hair. I ain't talking about creative. I ain't talking about learning a new skill. I'm talking about the anatomy of a person's hair coming out their skull, being educated about diseases and viruses and different things, like knowing the healthiness of, I care about your hair. I can do all the other stuff too, but your hair is what matters to me the most, because after you done been and got everything under the sun, that person want to make sure that their hair is nice. So that would be my thing. Like, if I can change something and that's just the first thing that came to my head.
That's good, because what a lot of people don't know, you remember a couple of months ago, I told you that I'm putting that on the bill. I'm fighting for that because they took braider's license away. And I feel like young girls that were 16 years old couldn't wait to go take their braider's license. They still have to learn about AIDS. They still have to learn about scalp disease. And they took that away, and I only think they did that because it only pertains to our hair. And I feel like at the end of the day, I don't want somebody braiding my hair who can't tell that, oh, these abrasions in my scalp should not be braided. So that's what, I've already proposed that bill. And I'm waiting
there
for
is a racial component.
A natural hair care license is what I'm fighting for.
Period.
So in other states, they have it. And
we might need to talk because, I'm in between professions. I'm working on becoming a lobbyist. I'm a lobby intern right now. Ultimately, I want my firm to lobby for hair. I want that to be a part of, the thing. And right now, it's a shift that's going on with the hair industry where it's tenfold. Like, you got an attorney here who's ahead of a class action lawsuit right now dealing with the chemicals. All that kind of stuff. I don't want to say his name because it might be a little
that's
sensitive.
why I didn't mention
and it's
names.
not my place to say it.
Yeah.
But I think that's a good thing and a bad, dealing with that bad situation. That's one thing. And just like you got your locks, in some schools, you can't go to school. No, he can't even go to school.
That's why.
He can't even, you can't even go to regular school.
No, that's real talk.
There's no license for that.
One of my
That's
friends
what I'm fighting for.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if I sit in your chair and I want to get my natural hair done, I want you to know what you're doing. I don't want you to say, oh, I do natural hair. I can do your locks. You know what I'm saying? That's what I educate my daughter on because she does locks. But I told her, I teach her the anatomy of hair. You can't twist this too tight. Their locks will start. That's too much tension on the hair. But they don't teach that stuff. And in North Carolina, where I'm from, you have to go to school for 3 to 4 months to get you a natural haircut license. You can't do coloring services. You can't do chemicals, but you can treat natural hair. They teach you everything about our hair. And I feel like they need that. Yeah. Because I don't want to sit in somebody's chair and they don't know what they're doing because they don't know anything about hair. They just know how to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that's an important step because at the end of the day, we go to hair school for how many months, a year and some change, right? Now, what did hair school teach you about that? Nothing.
Oh no, well, it did for us.
What did hair?
Because we had a good
like I say,
it didn't teach. Well, from a personal standpoint, I started hair school when I was 16 years old.
You talking about creative point or anatomy point?
No, I'm saying everything that I learned in hair school is not anything that I have applied today.
Oh no,
the anatomy of hair, yes, but when it comes to doing black hair things like braids, I already knew all of that. Everything that they taught me, it was nothing.
We was blessed.
We was blessed.
We had a few teachers, but she came in at a good time.
JoJo,
she actually cared.
So JoJo at
she was
North
our
Florida
cosmetology teacher.
North Florida?
Did she go?
She was at Lively.
Lively. I don't think she ever went to North Florida.
Oh yeah.
Oh well, North Florida.
But I know she went.
JoJo was.
She ended up moving.
Yeah, she did.
JoJo
was at North Florida.
No, Lively. I'm sorry, no. JoJo.
I don't think JoJo ever been at
JoJo
North
is straight
Florida.
Lively.
I know she did.
Yeah, JoJo was straight Lively.
She's been at Lively, and then she took a break, and she went back to Lively.
I don't know. I remember.
It was
but
a
her name
J.
Jolanda. Like
It was a J.
Yeah.
Jolanda.
Dang, what is her name? It was a J at North Florida because I went to North
I
Florida. I went to
for
both.
a couple of months to get my
So
Florida
we
license.
had a J.
But
she may have
I say that to say this. I feel like there needs to be more dedication to focusing on natural black hair. They don't know what 4C
Definitely.
is, 3C is. They don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you use a relaxer, what kind of relaxer do you use? Like, they don't know that. They're just saying, you don't need a license to do that. You're sewing, you don't need a license to do that. Put a wig on, you don't need a license to do that. But then your client has no edges.
Well, you know, that goes to research. That's just like if you're going to college, you're researching that college for whatever profession you're doing and their graduation rates, everything. You researching.
But if you don't have that here, then what are you researching? You don't have that here to even attend.
No, I'm telling you that there is a great hair school here in Tallahassee. We went to it and she's there. But I'm saying, so that's coming from a perspective. I'm saying that's, it's just like college education. You can go to a school. You can go to, let's just say you go to FAMU. Okay, you might love your school, but you might go to FAMU and you done dealt with the worst of the worst. You know what I mean? But you might go to another school and
but
it
are
was
you going to school
gravy.
for a full cosmetology license, or are you going to school for what it is that you'll be doing?
I went to school for a full cosmetology license.
So I see what
somebody
Nisha's
who only
saying,
deals
because
with
I feel like
natural
y'all.
hair, I don't want to go to school to do.
I feel like y'all was blessed to
makeup,
have
nails,
JoJo.
all that. You know,
Cause she
what I'm
talk-
saying? Y'all were blessed
so
to have.
But we
many
learned about the
stylists.
natural hair. We learned about the nails.
Yeah.
We
But I
learned
don't wanna
about
do all
JoJo
of
was
that.
a great
Yeah.
teacher.
I
She
don't
just
do
want
nails.
she just want a
that was a
focal
waste
point.
of my time.
She just want one
You see what I'm
focal
saying?
point.
I just want a natural hair
Yeah.
care license which cover all hair.
Because to be honest with you,
everything else
I
besides
think,
same with
nails.
I think natural
nails.
We don't
hair,
have a
like what
school
she's saying,
that teaches
is a
makeup.
good
Just
education
makeup.
because
You gotta
You
go
go-
for
just how
nails,
she was saying,
You go for
Angel was saying,
esthetician.
teach
You gotta
the
get an
clients
esthetician
about the
license.
hair. If from barbers or stylists, if you actually know the 3 layers, I'm finna put myself on point. 3 layers, right?
Okay, talk to me.
And I ain't finna say the layers. I'm gonna put y'all on attention. What's 3 layers? What is the
Second layers.
cortical, Q-Tex, and what's the Moderna? It's the Moderna, something like that.
Yeah.
But it's those 3. So it's just like after you learn those, you learn about the hair follicle, you learn about the scalp, you learn okay.
The medulla. What? Hold on. He said it right.
It's I don't know. I told you I didn't know it.
Hold on. Ain't it the medulla?
Medulla is something.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at that. We talking about teaching, but we still gotta learn. We still learning too.
No,
But-
we are.
But at the same time, we
but
always
she just
continue to
said
learn.
But the same thing
Like,
when,
like
when
I-
it comes
she
to
doesn't wanna do
makeup,
nails
I
and
didn't want to
skin.
do. I didn't want to do skin. I didn't want to do nails.
You
I
have to do
just.
skin. You do makeup.
I know.
learning
However,
about
I'm
skin,
saying
but I'm
learning
talking
about
about
it is
facials and
fine.
stuff like
But
that.
I wanted to be a makeup artist, so I was taking everything that came with it. Yes, they teach you skincare. Okay, boom.
But what I'm
I'll
saying
take
is
that.
those things
but
still
they don't
help you with
focus.
your. But see, that's the thing.
But they don't go in depth with makeup at all. They only teach you maybe one page of makeup. Everything else is
You
everything.
speaking from the
see-
creative.
No, but see, and that's what I say. But see, now I like if because you're on the skin. I think that just for me, just looking at a makeup class, I would say 80% should be the skin, and 20% leave up to creative and application.
The skin
Because
matters the most.
After you learn the skin, whether you see them coming in, they sweaty, they oily, they got a few
I don't
bumps, they
think
got
she have a
open
problem
pores.
with the skin. It's the nail. She gotta do nails. She gotta do.
No. I'm saying
You know
not
what
not
I'm
the
saying?
Well,
skin. X that
didn't
out.
mention skin.
X
She mentioned
that-
skin.
X that out, but she said
She
skin.
said
Out. If
skin.
if she said makeup
skin
artist,
is fine.
just,
However, it's deeper than just skin with makeup. It's application. It's
Yeah.
how you. It's not only application, but it's placement. They don't go in depth with that. You're just learning basically skincare. But okay, when I get on this face and I gotta apply these products to the skin, where should I lay it?
But they
Where
don't
does it
have
go? Where-
time to teach you
They
all
they
of
don't
that.
have time to teach you anything concerning makeup because it's nothing that they really teach you concerning makeup. You really just have to learn.
no, but that's what I'm saying.
No, you can do continual education
Yeah, that's where
classes.
you
No,
continue
you
an
can't.
education
No, you
comes
can. However, you thinking that you're investing your money, your time into learning how to do makeup, but you're not learning anything really.
Depending on the school, cause I understand what she's saying.
You have to go
'Cause I've
outside.
worked-
I have to go.
I see what she's saying.
I have to
I've worked-
continue learning through YouTube
But
and
no,
through
and-
this. But you
and
mean to
we're
tell me you
always-
taking all this money and I'm telling you that that's why my thing is to open up a actual makeup school where you're learning not only skin but application.
No, and it's people that are doing that too. But I definitely feel you on that. Like, I think that after you get your education, like, my main thing is I just hope everybody in the industry continues to learn the knowledge, you know, not the creative aspect, but for those things, it's classes, it's places you can go, it's people you can see, and you can pay for those, you know, type of skills. But Micah,
you saying
so
from the, okay, I get what you
moving
saying.
right along, because we got to wrap it up. We can talk days and days and days, years and years and years, y'all. But, Micah, what you got going on? You know what I'm saying? How can people reach you? How can people...
Okay, so you guys can reach me on my Instagram at _Makaj. You can also reach me on Facebook at Micah She's Free Jackson.
And she got a special $125 to get your makeup done for FAMU homecoming.
Yes. $125. Hit me up.
And she's at
Books are filling fast.
Y'all pull up at She's a Hottie Hair Salon. Go ahead, Nisha.
Not
What's wrong with Big Niche? What's going on?
Dawg, you acting like the little one.
Hey, she got what else in that cup? Is it water in the cup
She
now?
acting like the
Is
little one.
water or Tito's in there? What's in the cup?
Listen, y'all, I've been up since.
Oh yeah, 6.
I
yeah,
haven't
you
been
ain't
asleep.
had
I got
no
off work
sleep.
and I ain't been to sleep at all.
My girl
Don't you hear my
tired.
voice? My body is tired.
So yeah, let's get you out of here then.
I'm fighting through. I'm
Okay.
fighting through right now. But it's Nisha Did That. You can look me up under the hashtag. Everything I do will come up under that. I hashtag everything I do up under Nisha Did That. On Instagram, you can find me on I'm on my SHIIII. It's 4 eyes. Nisha Did That Simms on Facebook. And you can follow me on Networth Besties if you're trying to take your business to the next level.
And she also make t-shirts.
I do
did
shirts,
that?
I do candles, I do body butter, I do cosmetics, period.
Niche,
She
you are
make-
amazing.
She makes my t-shirts that I give to my guests. So everybody's getting a shirt. You get a shirt.
Yes, I've been waiting for my shirt.
Oh, shoot. You get a shirt. I'll give them all out.
It's so cute.
But yeah, everybody get a shirt.
Everybody get a shirt.
Even the person who made the shirt. But you get yours like you made them. Hey! Bullet, how can they find you?
Bullet the Barber at bullet_DA_barber on Instagram. Hey, y'all come out. Homecoming October 26th. I'm a brand ambassador with Tito's Liquor, of course.
What?
Everybody's invited. The public's invited. From probably start about from 4 to about 7. We're gonna have a Tito's shop talk, and we're gonna have some special guests there and different events. Y'all come by and get a drink. Come sit down, chill out, whatever. October 26th, homecoming.
Straight like that. What's up, Angelica? Angelica. I call her Angelica.
So on Facebook and Instagram, I'm Ange DoesHair. That's where I'm at right now. Ange DoesHair, Facebook, Instagram.
Hey. That.
Hey, you got right here is Dexter Wright. You can find me on Facebook at Dexter Wright. On Instagram, it's $million_dollar_hands. Also, mobile_B.A.S.E.
Period.
Hey, y'all come at me, find me. Hey, barber by passion, not by trade. I love what I do, and I do what I love. Hey.
Love what we do and we do what
Hey,
we love.
so y'all, what's the code should be for this time? Cause I'm gonna give away this Sally Beauty card again, but we need another code. They can't get the same.
$25, man, a free product, man.
Come on.
Invest into yourself, invest into your clients,
The
invest
code can
into
be-
somebody, man.
What the code could be?
You came up with Hottie last time.
Yeah.
I did. So somebody else come up with something.
What the code should be?
I'm just glad you're still eating and not me.
The code can be black.
It's so
Yeah,
good.
black.
Cold black.
Alright, so the code is black.
Right.
Okay, you get a Sally's Beauty gift card. If you go up under the comments, put in code black, and hey, I'll draw your names, and you can be the winner of the gift card.
$25.
Okay.
$25.
And y'all, if y'all want to reach me, you can go to www.she'sahottie.com. You can also see me bi-weekly on WCTV News with Cooking Healthy with Ashley. And you can also check me out on YouTube, She's a Hottie Podcast, where we chew and chat. So y'all, let's end it with another toast. Everybody got their drinks? You need a drink?
I ain't got nothing.
I'm gonna
in
put
it.
a shot in here. I can't
Go
toast
Go ahead,
no
y'all
empty
make sure
bag.
y'all put some in there.
Can't toast no empty. So I
Make
gotta
sure
put
you-
something in there.
Put
Gotta put
something
something in there.
in there.
Okay.
Just give me a splash, Makaj.
Okay.
A splash.
Splash.
I'm already tired.
Hey man, but real talk, I'm really appreciative that you all came out for a part 2. We had a part 1. We didn't have enough time. It was the first time me having a podcast amongst this many people. So I see now that you have to, for those out there that want to do podcasts, you got to definitely be having enough time for more people, you know what I mean? So we did a part 2 for y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Everything that we said was from our hearts, our experience. We hope that you perceive everything we're saying in the right way. Nothing is not meant to make you feel bad or to make you look at yourself crazy. It's nothing like that. We're just freely expressing ourselves.
We still love y'all kids.
We still love y'all kids.
We got kids. Come on now.
Okay, and I still love Makaj mama. You know what I mean?
She do. She tell me all
No,
the
I
time.
love her real talk though.
For real.
That's my girl. But let's put our cups in the air, man.
I just
Y'all-
want to say we appreciate you for having us again.
Yes,
Allowing
yes.
us to express ourselves a way we probably never do any
I
other.
appreciate this
Right.
And I
opportunity.
just want to let
us.
y'all know this is not the end of the crew. You will see us again.
Listen.
Behind the chair, behind the mic.
The money team.
All love.
Money team.
Bye, cousin.
Welcome back. What they do? To She's a Hottie. She's a Hottie.
Where they at? Where they at?
We actually live. When you had a long day, no time to play. Wanna kick back and relax and see what I gotta say. Go Ashley,